What's up, party people? It's every other Wednesday night on Three Star Draw. I'm down south, 77 Three Star Draw, and with me is my brother from way up to the north.
Still Crow. How's it going, everybody?
Totally cut you off.
How's all right? It's that kind of a week.
Yeah, well, we're both having some kind of messed up weeks this week. So, normally I like to ask how you're doing and what's been going on, but you probably want to glaze over some of that this week, don't you?
Oh, I'm sure the chat would appreciate it if we kept it on point. And yeah, it's one of those weeks where you're feeling the financial debt from toys, and life just goes, oh yeah, here's some real life shit for you.
Yeah, we're gonna give it to you real good this week.
Yeah.
So, just keep Crow's wallet in your thoughts, please, people.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, long story short, car suspension, guys. A few grand worth of car suspension being done right now. Woo.
and it's a Chrysler.
And it's a Chrysler because Ottawa construction is amazing.
Is How much of that one is built up there?
How much of that road? They've been working on it for all year.
Oh, I was
Started
talking about
last
the
year.
car.
Oh, how much of my car is built up here?
Yeah, yeah.
Feels like all of it, the way it just keeps screwing me over. I'm like, only a neighbor would do that to you. You
Okay.
know?
Yeah. What kind of shape are the roads in up there with all of the salt and bad weather you guys get? So do they keep them in
So
decent shape?
yeah, I mean, our roads are in the same shape your roads are. Where the city has money, the roads are nice. Where the city doesn't really put the money, you can see it, right? But we use solvents to clear ice in some regions. Some regions
Okay.
use salt, which causes rust on your cars a lot sooner than they
Oh
should.
yeah. Yeah.
But no, most enviro stuff adapts to it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Let's see. Something. I was gonna ask you, and then we'll say hi to the chat before we get too far down the line. Have you gone outside tonight and taken a look at the beaver moon?
The beaver moon.
The beaver moon
God.
is out tonight.
I really want to now, but I feel like I'm going to get disappointed by what you mean by that.
Probably so. So I didn't know if you'd been out or if any of the chat had been out. You should go out and look at the beaver moon. It's really pretty. It's just the
Now, yeah, please explain a beaver moon to a Canadian.
so it's the super moon. It's the big full moons when it's really
Oh,
close to the earth. So for whatever reason, the one that's going on right now is called the beaver moon. I imagine that has something to do with perhaps indigenous people. I have no idea why they've named them the way they have, but apparently this one is called the Beaver Moon, and it is the brightest full moon of the entire year. And it's going on tonight and peaks tomorrow morning.
I imagine it's something silly like the moon being so bright it confuses the beaver into thinking it's day and it works all through the night, right? But yeah,
Probably.
okay, gotcha.
All right. So it is actually really pretty. I looked at it when I took pretzel out before I sat down. And what made me think of it, like I actually kind of keep track with that because I've always liked space and stuff. Like I go out and watch the space station when it flies over. I like to watch it fly over. Um, but they were talking about it on the news, right? And we have a weather lady on the station I watch, and she's kind of pretty. And
Okay.
eventually she's going to be on national news, but that's a sidetrack. So she's sitting there talking. I'm in the kitchen, and she's talking about the moon. She's like, tonight is the beaver moon. Everybody make sure you go out and look at the beaver moon. And I was like, okay. Then she was like, if you get any good pictures, make sure you send pics of the beaver moon at whatever. And all I put together was send pics of your beaver.
Yeah, front and back apparently.
and um and I just cracked up. I was like, I have got to say something about the beaver moon tonight. So now I
uh,
have.
all righty then.
um
No,
let's
I've got
see.
it tonight, and it never occurred to me to look up at that moon. But now that I will, I will.
It's
I will. No, who cares? It won't be a big enough event in my life. But now I know what a beaver moon is.
yeah, now you know. Now
Yeah.
that's the battle. So let's say what's up to the chat real quick. So we got
Yes, let's do.
Triple D's Dungeon Daredevil Dave saying, I take 2 steps forward, you take 2 steps back. We come together because opposites attack. That was the
Oh,
first concert I ever saw was Paula Abdul.
Paul Abdul Akbar. Yeah.
Paula Abdul Akbar. Her and Color Me Bad with their
Uh,
like two hits that they had. It was the
wasn't
first
opposites
concert.
was opposites attract the one where she was dancing with the animated cat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And
Yes, I'm
then
old.
a couple years after that come out, we got Last Action Hero where Arnold Schwarzenegger's partner
Mhm.
was the animated cat at
Okay.
the police station. What was his what Whiskers?
No, no, I'm not going that far down the movie rabbit hole. We were trying to say hi to a chat.
We were. And it's just scrolling on while we talk about animated cats.
Yeah.
Uh Bobby Wald is here. What's up, Bobby? Says you and Crow are both streaming the same show simultaneously. I feel like a kid having to pick which parent to live with.
Okay, so that's perfect segue, Bobby. Thank you for that opening. Watch Darren's, man. Watch this guy's stream, okay? And then share it to people that haven't necessarily realized that they're not subscribed to his. Because if you're watching it on mine, that's silly. Watch it on his and share this. There, that's it.
What he said.
Yeah.
Got cooking with Eric. Eric Thurman's in the house saying I like to party. I
Hi,
like to party.
I'm Krusty Old Crow. I also like to party.
I like to party. I
Yeah.
like to party. I'd party with me.
No, you're not
Uh
supposed to like to party, Darren. That's our thing. You're supposed to do something different. You haven't seen Hot
well,
Rod?
I like the Beaver Moon. I've seen it once. I didn't I
Yeah,
did
that's what I took it as.
I've seen it one time, so
Yeah.
I couldn't possibly quote it.
No.
Uh,
One of the
Sean
few things I
Jones,
remember. Yeah.
Sean Jones saying what's good all.
The
We
Beaver
got
Moon.
the Beaver Moon is good. Beaver's good. We got Shane Same Time Toys saying, "Oh yeah, here it is."
There's another guy
US.
we got to bring up. Let's do it. If you're not
Yeah, we
subscribed to Same Time Toys, he's 7 away from that monetization goal, guys. Like, hook a brother up. Share
Mhm.
some of his videos, go watch some of his stuff, and make sure you're subscribed because that's a real short distance away. Monetization won't change anyone's life, but it is one of those little milestones that everybody should get through when they're that close. So hit them up.
100%. You're throwing me off my game here because I didn't have it pulled up yet. So there he is.
Oh,
So,
you did have something ready for him. Sorry, I thought I dropped that off you too late when I noticed it where it was.
yep. So there's Shane. If you guys aren't subscribed to Shane, I suggest you go over there and do that. Got an
Mhm.
awesome channel, has an awesome show with Smoking Joe's. He does a lot of funny shorts. So make sure you
And
are checking out Same Time Toys.
yeah, and that's going to lead you to Woody Triple Two and Legend series, and just start subscribing to everybody. That's a beautiful
Everybody.
crossovers, especially comic fans. How do you not like crossovers?
I got a pretty good idea that most everybody that's here tonight is probably subscribed to Shane, but on the off chance that you're not, you should.
Wait,
And then we got one more that we're going to bring up here in a little bit too. So that was just a little sooner, but that's a good way to do it.
well, yeah, the big one we got to bring up soon too. Yeah,
You got U.S. Combat Dojos in the house.
what's going on?
Cobweb is in the house. What's going on, Cobweb Collector? Good to see you here, my man.
Yeah, so the YouTube name convention, I got to
Yeah,
learn all over again too. But some of them aren't changed, and some are. So
yeah. Some aren't. No, I mean I know Cobb, and of course I recognize his logo. So Starfighter's here. What's going on?
yeah.
Backyard Battlefield is on. Let's see. You got Frank Dumont in the house. What's up, Frank?
Staple in a healthy streaming diet.
That's right. Carlos Salinas, what's going on, man? Happy Wednesday, eh?
Good day.
Hey. Sabir Del Norte is here. What's going on? Saying good evening, fellow collectors, Darren Crow and Tuco Viper. We're going to talk about Tuco Viper. Tuco Viper. You can't see him, but he's right over here to my right. He is here right now, watching, judging you. Judging you. Action Figure Addicts here. What's going on, Kyle? Kyle.
Yeah.
Woody Triple Deuce is in the house. What's up, Woody?
Another smoking Joe. Slumming it tonight.
The smokers. Liquid Identities watching. He's listening, checking in audio only while I work.
That's awesome. I hope you work in an audio store and it's playing over all the speakers.
Yeah, like a wall of 18s just blasting me and Crow everywhere. That didn't sound right. HK Viper's here. What's up, HK? How you doing? Shane says almost fucking there. Almost.
Yes, you are, man. It's the grind, brother. Everybody in the grind deserves their just desserts in the end, right?
For show. Stanley Eberhard is here. What's up, Stanley? Taking a night off from the concert racket tonight, I suppose. Oh, let's see. Woody has a question for you, Crow.
I was going to talk about this at some point. Maybe. Kind of want to know what you guys think. So we'll talk about that later because I do kind of want some feedback.
All right, I'm going to start. So maybe we won't forget it and come back to it. So let's see. So there's something else we're going to talk about in a few minutes is I know why the female Crimson Guard sold out yesterday. Do tell. Because am I missing that? Oh, Woody. Okay, probably Woody because Woody's here. Okay.
Yeah, I got my pre-orders in on a couple of those, and I think I was lucky too.
I didn't buy shit. I didn't buy.
No, pre-orders isn't buying shit. It's promising yourself you will later, and then backing out like a coward when you realize you've committed too much.
Yeah, that's
the game now, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I just had something show up that last year I said, that's next year's problem.
Right. I know something about the next year problem adding up suddenly. It's like, oh wow, I was really bad.
Right. And I was like, oh shit, did I? What was it? Was I on the Ambien already that night? I need to restrict my own internet privileges.
There comes a time when you're buying toys these days, especially the last few years with HasLabs, Ramen, Gridiron, all these other companies. I start understanding maybe why Nick Cage bought a dinosaur skull. I think I get it. Just like, kind of want that. Pre-order the skull.
Could you imagine if you got into collecting dinosaur fossils and like, I'm going to get into something cheaper?
Yeah. God. No. That's what Nick Cage should have done. He should have bought McFarlane toys.
He probably buy the DC license. Graph is here saying need to get Tuco a fancy vintage Barbie 6 o'clock newsroom playset. Oh, that would be awesome if there's a newsroom playset. Lunchbox Killer is here. What's going on, Lunchbox?
God, newsroom for Tuco's. That's got to happen. There's got to be some sort of Etsy set or somewhere. TV station ones.
Etsy stuff's expensive. I see people saying hi to Jay Astro, but I don't see Jay Astro's comment. And I'm trying to see if I missed it. Oh, I did miss it. There he is. What's up, Jay Astro? If you don't say hi to Jay Astro, he'll call you out and talk shit about you.
And right to do so.
He does. He does stuff like that. Oh, Woody said I only pre-ordered 25. Just 25.
Yeah.
Eric says I just found out there was a female big boa.
What? Okay. Is it China?
That's what I was about to say. Was it codename China? That, you took the words out of my mouth, dude.
My eyes are up here, you big cracker.
One night, was it
Gross.
one night in China? Is that what it was
Oh
or
yeah.
something?
You
Um,
missed that Oscar by that much when you make movies
yeah,
like that. Yep.
yeah. Oscar bait indeed. Whoever,
Hmm.
Oscar Mayer.
Shouldn't talk poorly about the deceased, but we
I
do.
shouldn't. I shouldn't, but I do. Um, got SCS dogs in the house. What's going on?
Okay.
Let's see. Get down. All right. Finally, we got Derek Holloman in the house too,
Yep.
and Astros. Oh, Matthew Matson's here at
Right.
Manu Nestor. There he is in the
I
comics.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I think nothing's safe in comics now. Everything gets gender swapped and reinvented at some point. So sure, got
Well,
it.
they're saying at the end of the IDW era run. Okay, we'll see. I have not read
Mm.
past 270 because the digital copies that I got end at 270. I thought I had all of them through 300 and they end at 270. So I missed female Big Boa.
I'm resorting to these to go back and make sure I'm at least reversed in what I missed as a child. I have to pick up the next volume or the second volume, and then I saw I think Bobby Wold and a couple others had sent us the link for the IDW graphic one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to get that. But these aren't cheap either, eh? Holy crap. This was like
No.
almost $100 Canadian. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, that's
What
like
does that
two,
one
three
go up
figs.
to?
Um,
What issue?
issues 1 to 50 of era.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. That's
and which
got
is a rip off because one of them's the silent issue. There's nothing to read there. You're just like, I've read that a billion times. That should be a
it's a
free insert.
it's an awful big that's an awful big book to have a whole section that doesn't have any words in it.
Yeah, that's a cop out.
Dave said there was a female version of Salvo too. Okay.
No,
That's a weird one. It's kind of a weird one to have a
I,
female. I don't remember female Salvo. I barely
no, I
remember
not.
male Salvo.
Yeah, these are the points where I'm like, wow, that's really following the line right down some rabbit holes. Like,
Yeah.
mm,
Let's see. He said Carlos says she trained the Cobra youth. Okay.
she made the boys into men, Big Boa.
Yeah. I think she was the girls softball coach at my high school. Let's see.
Yeah. I'll play for any
Um
team.
yeah, play for any team that'll have me.
I'm attractive and I'm attracted.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, CNC
Classified
messed up.
pre-order dates messed up. Mainframe. On Pulse, like I usually keep up with that and like to talk about it, but I have not kept up with it very well. I know,
Uh,
let's see. So let's see, I pull sci-fi up and sci-fi um says December 15th on Pulse. Let's see. Mainframe is December 15th.
which
I know
means they'll show up in other places mid-November. So any
well
week.
they're already
Yeah.
people have found them at Target
Yeah. And we'll see them up
this week.
here probably next week.
December 15th on Grim Viper. And who's the other one? Wetsuit. Man, I keep
Wetsuit.
forgetting Wetsuit.
Yeah.
December 15th on Wetsuit.
Yeah. So I talked to the guys at EB Games and the other store I'm dealing with, and it's not what Hasbro says, it's what the warehouses are saying. And the warehouses don't know what to say. So Hasbro says nothing on their behalf. This is a bad time to play lawn darts because the sun's shining right in your eye and it's coming down. That's all you know is these pre-orders are coming down. And
Yeah.
the date is just a statement. It's got zero ambition of truth to it. It's just, this is what we're telling you.
Do you guys, Salvo was a black, overweight woman written by a writer who hated G.I. Joe. Well, I'm glad I missed that.
Yeah,
Retro Bat
that
shipped today. Nice.
okay. Yeah, a lot of people were getting a mystery charge from Hasbro the last couple of days, and
Yeah.
it's if you've ordered the retro bat, there's your mystery.
Yeah, I didn't order it either. Oh,
Neither did I. I did order
congrats.
Pythona the other day. For those of you who weren't tracking, the term where it's premium members only is over. You can go get Pythona off the Hasbro Pulses now. They still have some. It's not sold out. I
I
never
did
really thought
never
it would be.
never sold out. Well, you never know, right? They're FOMO that they like to get us with. So
No, but I
um
think we're at the height of that climax where their popularity is now predicted by all parties, where their orders they know better. Like for most stuff now, years
yeah.
of complaining. I think some of these problems are gone.
I hope so, man, because I mean they fixed some, but they're replacing them with new ones. So
That's just it.
Starfighter
They'll
got
replace it with one. Yeah.
got a comment
Hmm.
for you. Speaking of collecting, many thanks for the Phalanx review and all of the excellent detail. I went ahead and ordered the turret myself, and now I'm thinking about the AA weapon system.
Right on, man. Hey, if you guys are in that bracket for the Phalanx, it is. I would say it's absolutely worth it. If you're considering it, then just go ahead because the fact you're considering it is enough. It's good and it's worth it if you're in that bracket. But thanks for the comment on the video.
Somebody on
Mm.
Punk's Facebook page today posted a bunch of pictures like outside with it with a bunch
Mhm.
of OG custom like kit bashes, I think. Looked really good.
Yeah,
Really good.
it's got a lot of customization that you can do to it and a lot of play space to do things to it. I just haven't because I'm still in that old man price shock where it's like, you paid this much money, don't you dare put a damn
Yeah.
thing on it that wasn't stock.
Yeah.
I'll get over
That
that, but
that's how I am with a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff. Like even though I want to put stickers on stuff, I'm like, man, then I break the sticker sheet and then I've put the stickers on it and it's not just out of the box fresh anymore. But I've kind of gotten over that. I put some on the Dragonfly. I haven't put any on the Rattler yet still, but I'm going to put a
Mm.
few on it.
I got over that once I realized how old I damn was. I'm not a collector. I'm an adult collector. I'm not just an adult collector. I'm an older adult collector. So let's be
Yeah.
realistic about what I'm going to do with this stuff. It's not my problem. It's my kid's problem after I die for him to go, what do I get for this? Oh, he carved it in the bottom. Don't sell for any less than,
Yeah.
like
Right.
shouldn't have
Well,
carved that in the bottom with a Dremel, but he did.
that's right. I used
Yeah.
a soldering iron and just
Uh,
burn it right in there.
yeah.
There, yeah, that forgot what I was going to say for a second. Yeah, so that's how I'm trying to look at it too. Like, it's mine. Like it may sit on the shelf unless I do pictures with it, but what do I want it to look like? Like it's mine. I'm not worried about trying to sell it or worried about what it's worth or whatever. I want to make it look like how I want it to
The
look.
moment, yeah.
And I've got to get over that wanting everything stock and keeping all of these parts with this and whatever. I slowly but surely that's a hard habit to break.
Well, and we talk about this being the worst time for collectors because everything was going up, right? So my
Yes.
own thing is, hey, if you've already taken it out of the box, you might as well do whatever the hell you wanted to do to it. You taking it out of the box, like that was the first step towards making sure that you weren't going to get back what you paid for the most part, right?
Yeah.
But I think the people that feel it the most right now are the guys who are trying to play both sides of the game. The in the box collector with one out of the box in their spare. Like guys like Woody and them, they that can afford to do that and the manner that they do it, they're not the people I'm talking about. I'm
Right.
talking about the guys that were like, man, I'm barely able to afford the one, but I'm buying two every time. I'm like, those guys are done, I think.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And I'm not that guy, but I'm the guy that's like, well, if I buy two of this one, I'm gonna miss this one because there's stuff now coming that I feel comfortable missing because I'm not a completionist. I really technically wasn't a completionist after 100. I just
Yeah.
went for a long time where I still got everything for the most part. But and like you mentioned a few minutes ago, we're at the point now where the stuff is actually going to be available. There might be the odd troop builder or something that's hard to get, but I don't feel like, unless it's a Pulse exclusive, I don't feel like anything coming out is not going to be gettable at some point.
For the most
You know,
part,
for
yeah.
retail, for retail.
Yeah.
It just
For
they've eaten in seriously eaten into my collecting budget with these price increases,
mm.
and you know, so there's I'm gonna skip a lot of stuff.
Oh, absolutely. I have to. And maybe one day I'll be able to come back and get caught up on that. But that's not a pressure. It's not a logical pressure to put on myself to
Yeah,
sit there and adhere to this invisible standard I hold for myself that's costing
yeah,
me more and more money and making them more and more of a problem, right? Like
yeah. Um,
it sucks
and
for a
I had
YouTube channel though, doesn't it? Right? Well, you
yeah,
want to have stuff to have content with, and you don't want to tell your subscribers, "Hey, it's going to slow down a little bit." No, it's hey, the content's got to change a little bit to support all this, right?
yeah, and that's like that's where I'm at. Like I may not be doing as many reviews because I'm not going to be buying as much stuff to review. So that's just where it's at. They're still going to do them. Just uh, you know, you can't
Well,
review something you're not buying.
yeah, and I'm still going to buy the figures. It's just the rapid pace of things. And, but hey, listen, we are getting to that season where subscribers could probably expect to start seeing some lists coming out soon
Oh
of the
yeah,
year, right? Like
yep.
best,
It's
worst. You want to know the list I want to know? Here, give me this feedback. Let me know in the chat because I can't control the chat. How many hockey fans we have out there right now? Who's got a hockey team? I know Canadians, it's a default. I know who your team is. But out of the
okay.
US guys out there tonight, who's got hockey teams?
Like in their like who's a hockey fan or who has a
Sure.
team where they
Who has a
live.
team they cheer for? Who likes hockey? There we go. I see Go Kings from Cooking with Eric, right? So one of the things I thought about, because I know I down south, you're not a hockey fan, are you?
Not really. I don't dislike it. I just don't really watch it. I think it's fun, but I don't follow it.
And exactly, you don't follow it. Do you understand the structure of the game per se, like the way you would football?
Not like I understand football, but I understand it a whole lot more than I do cricket.
So I've been playing with an idea of building like a list of my top hockey lines of Joe, right? The top three forwards, the top two defensemen, the top goalie, what would be a penalty kill line? And I need somebody who knows hockey to bounce that off of. So that's why I haven't made a video out of it. But with toys getting more expensive, you're going to start seeing more content where we're just rambling on, right? With
Yeah, we're
silly
gonna have to
topics
get
and things like
we're
that.
yeah, we're gonna have to get creative. And I think a lot of people, other than some of your more top people, are probably gonna do that. And I'm fine with that because I'm still having fun. If people still tune in, that's all the better, you know.
Yeah.
So I want to hit some of these comments real quick. Steve Martin's joined us. What's going on, Steve?
What's going on?
Graf says gambling they do a Brazil team for the
Hmm.
recently released dial tone mainframe leatherneck and wetsuit. Haven't bought any of those yet. Now that we have them all and they are taking some of these risks, I would not rule out a special missions Brazil set as some kind of an exclusive, just a one off for something. Now that they have all of the figures tooled and we have every single member of the team, other than Claymore, but Claymore was also pretty much a kit bash, so they can whip up a Claymore out of parts. I mean,
I
you know,
I agree. The way I saw it was we watched Python Patrol kind of dwindle and end, And
Yeah.
eventually we're going to see one of the Joe sublines do it. It probably won't be Night Force. It'll probably
Mm-mm.
be Mad Marauders or the Tiger Force, where they stop making that and start shifting to a different Joe subline unit. And we have the DEF left for that. But the mission teams, I think, would sell better,
I
right?
do, I do too, and I can see them doing packs like that, and then packs of um, one range viper and one saw viper and one whatever regular viper, being and in different colors and making
Yeah.
this special missions versus these bad guys, and it's kind of ties into what we're going to talk about later tonight, which is um, like counterparts, and are the teams balanced, and like who Joe comes out with this guy, who does Cobra have that's kind of in that specialty. So that's what we're going to talk about in a little while.
Yeah.
Um, so I would like to see a special missions Brazil set at this point with what we just talked about. Though I'm going to have to see a price on said set. You
So
know,
I think the real hook, you have to have a hook these days, right? You need to have a hook to get the idea to be like, that's amazing. Okay. So we do Special Teams Brazil. Remember, it came with an audio cassette, right? The whole
hmm
story. We can't do that now, right? Can't do audio cassettes. Can't even do a JPEG or an iPeg or a little anything. It all has to be DLC. So you take a QR code and you do it up with palm trees on the back, and it's just the exact same frigging QR code they've been using for 5 years now. But now we got palm trees, right? Special
yeah,
Mission Brazil. That's your hook. That's how you get the palm trees.
that'd be awesome. I don't know, man. I think they're just kind of letting the QR code thing ride like a blackjack bet if they hadn't fixed it by now.
No, they updated it recently. It's just that they've done nothing more than just be like, here's some figures we've made. Look
Oh
at
yeah,
them.
it still goes to the splash page for
Yeah,
Hasbro. Yeah, they
but
just
they
changed the
updated like
page.
two waves ago is now in the catalog. Like you could
Yeah,
order blowtorch through them. Right.
yeah, yeah.
I remember when it was
Um,
stuck on rock and roll for 2 years. Right? Like,
forever, forever. Um, Eric says you think we'll hit 45 for a regular classified. So like the price point that's 27.99 now. I, I don't think they'll ever get that high. Like not for a regular figure.
that's right. I
If
gotta
they do, go ahead. If they do, like you'll see me, you'll see a review from me about every quarter if regular figures get that expensive. I
well,
can't I can't
I
complain about Monster Force figures being the price they are with everything you get for them, and then spend that for a regular Joe. That's for sure.
I just wanted to be clear. Is Eric Are I wondering, are you Canadian, Eric? Because that's pretty close to what we're looking at these days already. We're at 36.99 Canadian. So I was wondering if maybe he was looking from a Canadian price of 45. It's where we're at with that.
No, he's talking U.S. He's in
He's
California.
talking US. Oh my.
Yeah,
I hope you
yeah,
guys don't get there for a regular figure then. That's a lot
yeah,
for us.
yeah. I'll be $70 for you guys.
Up and
Uh,
around, right?
um, Action Figure Addict says, "Where's our shock troopers?" Um,
Oh,
Evil
like
Duke is in
Electro?
the house.
Mm.
No, there were Cobra shock troopers, like shock troops, like
Mm,
think like the big heavy armed stormtrooper kind of guys. They were in
okay.
what Pursuit of Cobra, I think. I never had any of them, but I've seen the figures. They
Nice.
were badass. They're
Okay.
badass. Evil Dookie's in the house. What's up, Dookie?
What's going on, Spike?
And our mate from down under, Ronnie Trickshot, is here. What's going on, Aaron? How you
What's going
doing?
on, gorgeous?
How you doing there, matey? Let's
Another
see.
brethren of the crown.
Yeah. Uh, let's see in the boat. I mean, well, now do DoorDash outside my regular job to pay for it as well. My wife won't let me spend much out of our normal salaries. Yeah, man. If that's something that you're willing to do and able to do, that I'm all for it. I'm all
Hey,
for it and support it.
Look, I'm going to be completely transparent. And these days, you can watch things people are doing and you can be as judgmental as you want, right? But walk a mile in their shoes, right? Right now, there's a few content creators out there struggling financially right now, right? And they are trying to make their channels work. All you can do is wish them the best of luck and hope that it's short lived for them, right? Because all of their subscribers, I think, are in the same boat as the person making that channel half the time,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's a bad time.
Yeah, I think so too. Action Figure Addict says Cobra shocks were essentially a SWAT team for Cobra. Right, shields and
Gotcha.
all. That's right. Let's see. Had one. Let's or that one. And Steve's talking about special missions Brazil. Multi-pack or drop them individually. I think with something like that, they'd have to do a box set. I don't think that would fly at retail very well. I think that would have to be a specialty item, my
Uh,
opinion.
so I look at the Target contract that had Python Patrol and Tiger Force on it, right? And
Hmm.
I'd be like, what do you replace that with? And if I did Special Mission Teams Brazil, I would release 2 packs, one Joe, one Cobra for five releases. So I would probably have to rewrite some of Mission Teams Brazil to keep it more up to date, but I would force you to have one of each team.
That would be that would be a pretty solid way to do that, I think. So because
Because
there's
there was
five
only
members,
5 Joes, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
The four and then Claymore. So they could do five 2 packs, special missions Brazil versus, whatever. That would be a pretty solid way to do that. I think they'd sell them doing that. They might
Yeah.
fly at retail doing it that way.
Mhm.
Um, Dookie says we better get a damn Thunder Machine and Thrasher in 26. I'm surprised we haven't seen that announced. I really thought we would see a Thunder Machine announced this year.
Can I
I don't
ask?
know that it's coming. That's just my thoughts, or
Yeah.
what I would
And
expect.
but why would Hasbro feel any pressure just because everybody's demanding it? Is that pressure or is that just assurance that when you do it, you're going to be successful? Because I don't see it as pressure just because we're screaming for it.
A little at both, and they do a little of both. They do this weird mix of trying to do fan service and then making some of the absolute most boneheaded decisions possible. So I think
Mm.
the fan service is really at the design level, and once it goes past those, and they're like somebody puts a stamp on it, and then it just swirls the bowl. You
So
know?
I'll tell you right now, my best guess right now is they've had a Thunder Machine in the works for at least a year and a half in a
Yeah,
certain stage where somebody in the line of people approving it has said, shave $5 more off that. Shave a bit more
yeah,
plastic out of that, rework that. Like they are going to make it absolutely a certain way where they save the most money and giving you kind of some choice with it. I think that's
yeah.
why I think it's taking so long.
Yeah, I mean, they've gotta have it. They gotta have it ready to go and maybe tweaking some stuff like what you're saying. I had, Ronnie's comment here. So, you guys are probably tired of looking at this pulse page on here. I wanna get back to what I was originally gonna
Yeah.
say about this. So, here's a wetsuit, and then here's the others from this last of the 4 figure waves. Do you guys see anything weird here? So here's a wetsuit right here, and I got to scroll down. So we're going to leave it so we can see the price on wetsuit right here,
Oh, I gotta put
up
my
here at the
glasses on,
top.
don't I? This is a digital thing, a digits and numbers thing. 27,
Some,
27. So why is sci-fi cheaper? And Ronnie
yeah,
Ronnie is now mainframe, as I see it on my screen. But
there, yeah. So
so
yeah,
sci-fi is cheaper than any of them.
yeah. Sci-fi is the original price of 24. I just noticed that when I was looking at this, when we was looking at the release dates on these guys. I don't know. Maybe he was done sooner and already in the country, but they're all part of the same wave. Who knows? I just noticed it and was wondering if anybody else had seen it.
I can't believe these are priced on a merit system where they're like, come on, let's be honest, guys. It's only a 24. The others are the big ones. I just think it's an error. It's just an error,
Well, if
right? They're gonna
everybody
eat the
order
error, but
order sci-fi now. If
yeah.
you haven't. So I actually oh hold on, let me find how to put us back on here. There we go. I actually have this wave waiting on me right now, and
Oh,
I
dude.
thought uh thought I was down. Yeah, he's got them at Yojo Depot. He got them last week, and I was like, "Hey, hold me one," and I'll be down there next week for work, and I'll come by. And I don't have to go there this week for work. I don't have to go to that city, so I, they're all waiting for me down there. So I might have to go down there Saturday and pick them up. Um,
Oh, no word
I
on
was
when I'm gonna see that wave, so I'm kind of mad at you for not having picked it up. I'm like, what do you mean? But I get it. But
so
why?
so back to our like our shipping and stuff. So
Yes.
Amazon, if I can find it, we were talking about the dates. Well, hell, let me find one of them now. I'm all the way down the page. So I think Amazon has this wave with these guys for the 16th or something of this month. Let's see. Let me type in mainframe, the 25th. So Amazon has this wave due to come out the 25th. So they'll probably be sooner than that.
Mm.
And they did raise the price of the ESU officer finally up to $40.99. So
Okay. Pause on that. ESU officer. A couple of streams ago, I told everybody you and I were going to give away an ESU officer as a thank you gift on my 1000 there. That's
mhm.
still happening, guys. It's just I do have a couple of packages I have coming from a company in Canada, Joe Figs. I'm adding to it, so that's the wait. That's why you haven't heard anything because there'll be more than one thing to give away. And but that's still happening. So the ESU officer, go back to that. What were you saying? The
Yeah,
price went
Amazon.
left again.
Yeah, Amazon was the only place that I think that still had it, that you could get it for 35.99. And I noticed today that they have raised it back up to 40.99, which is the retail on it at like Walmart. So I'm guessing that's the final price. I just noticed that it went up.
That's sorry, we have a word for that in the army. It's called jug fuck. That's a jug fuck. Like, how do you keep changing the prices not once, but twice or three times now? Like, there's so much inconsistency there. At this point, you should be publicly telling everybody, okay, this is what we're trying to figure out, right?
Well, Amazon does, I mean, they're doing the surge pricing, but then they also have their set prices. So let's see if I can find it.
But
They
for
have
this
the
one figure, like I haven't heard this kind of narrative around other figures that have come out in the same time. Just this one figure seems to have this odd price issue.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, he come out, he was 35 bucks until he went up at Hasbro, you know, Entertainment Earth, and was it BBTS had him a week
Mm,
earlier, 10 days early, whatever. And then he went up at Hasbro and he was whatever 42, 41.99. And then Walmart started getting them, they're 40.99
I
plus
got it now. I figured it out.
um
Lenny couldn't make a crooked cop, so they're having one represented. Right? You could buy yours at 30.99. That's the good cop. 40.99 is the cop on the take.
that's right. You got to
I
pay
want
that. You
more
got
of
to
the
pay that
yeah.
the extra. That's it.
It's practically a chase figure, kids. Let's go.
Right. It's our McFarlane crossover. Uh, Carlos says if back to special missions, if they were two packs with the South American Cobras, I'd be over it. Like the
Hell yeah.
Arcos and some of those figures, like the Argentinian figures, that'd be badass. Yeah,
Oh
that'd
yeah,
be a
man.
good way. Be a good
Are
way
we
to do it.
pretending like Venezuelan rebels aren't really cool action figures if you wanted them to be? Like, are we just not looking at those? I would.
Cannon fodder.
Yeah,
Cannon
man.
fodder. Yeah. So, Stanley says Target has a 3-day pre BF Black Friday promo
Hmm.
Thursday through Saturday. I haven't seen that yet, but uh probably a percentage off. Oh, speaking of Target, we have to talk about our pickups because that's something that ties into Target there. So
Sure.
let's see. Surprised we hadn't gotten a Fang yet. Yeah, I think Fang's definitely in the works. Dallas Stars, Starfighter says he's a Stars fan. Stars.
There we go. That Patrick Robertson's still on the Stars, isn't he? He's Nick Robertson's brother from the Leafs. Yes.
Oh yeah, that one.
So the Fang, I think, is definitely a 2026 item. It's just that I
Yeah,
think I think the spot it should have filled in 2025 was filled by the Cobra Claw.
probably they probably saw or heard that fans hobby was probably doing a Fang and then decided to hold off and put the claw in its place. I don't know. It's just a guess. I mean, I don't know. There
Yeah,
I know like the Fang and the Skyhawk, like those are two that you can't see Hasbro not doing at some point, right?
yeah, at some point, but it's yeah, it's every year they have a certain amount of price points they hit in a certain amount of categories, and I think once one's filled for a certain size
Yeah,
vehicle, you're looking at the next year, right?
yeah.
So between the
Uh,
snake and the claw, I really thought I don't think we're seeing the Fang till 26/27.
no. Matthew says they're hitting targets right now. What's hitting targets? Got Todd C has joined us. What's going on, Todd?
Probably the new wave, like wetsuit mainframe
Oh,
model.
okay. Yeah, I saw a
Yeah.
couple people post that they were seeing them there. Todd's joined us, and Sean
Hmm.
Forrester has joined us. Got this whole wave from Amazon for $24.99. They were at first.
Yeah. Hey, actually, I wouldn't be doing my due diligence if I didn't address the fact that there are some Canadians and probably like even in the replay squad, some of the guys local here to Ottawa. And I've mentioned it a couple times on my channel. I have a friendly local small business hobby store that sells action figures that I have been talking to, and they have ordered classified. They are going to start carrying G.I. Joe classified and G.I. Joe retro at Toys on Fire here in Nepean, Ontario. So I know Steve LaRoche and a couple of other guys like Hush that collect the line that are in the local area. Make sure go in and check with them for pre-orders if you want, right? And let them know I
Yeah,
sent you. Right.
that's right. Go check them out if you're in that area.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
doing classified and they're doing more and more Marvel Legends and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
mhm.
So let's see. Just reading through some of the comments. So talking about they were 24 and a lot of places have raised it to 27. Matthew says he's still saying it for 24. No, a lot of places.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean it's just gonna keep going up. So let's see. Skull Frog 71.
That's Roman, I believe, Roman Graham.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this
Correct me if
these
I'm wrong, Skull
names.
Frog. Right? Yeah, we're having a lot of naming convention issues on YouTube if you're in and out lately. So
Yeah,
we all get lost.
nameology.
Yeah. Oh,
Nameology. Yeah, dude, GameStop they're cray cray. So I went in to one yesterday, like the
mhm.
only one I ever go in. It's by one of the two Walmarts I go in that actually has Joe's and see what they had. And they actually had some shit that I haven't seen that's been out for a minute, but they had that Spider Noir figure.
Yeah, I've been seeing that for a little while too with the Spider Pig.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. And I was like, man, I wouldn't mind picking that up. And what what Eric says here, I turned it over and that son of a bitch said 31.99 on it. I'm like, no, sir. You
Yeah.
can
Oh,
keep
oh,
it.
you're taking yourself seriously like a real action
Yeah,
figure.
yeah,
Oh, good
no,
God,
yeah.
no.
No,
Right?
you guys can keep it sitting on this shelf like y'all are ollies. I don't give a
Yeah, I
fuck.
was
I
so
ain't
there,
buying it.
there was so many times I was turning that box over in my hand because one, I was like, it's not a bad looking fig, but I don't really. I don't feel about Spider-Man the way I did about the X-Men line, right? Like
Yeah.
that's kind of, and I keep telling myself, hey man, you got to cut back. Like don't just buy figs just because impulsively they look good. But I found once I picked that figure up, I can't not hear Nick Cage. And I just put it right back down. I'm like, no, I'm not ready for this in my collection.
Spider Noir. Um,
Good.
and Skull Frog says you're right.
Yeah, Roman. Okay, Roman Graham, jumper, airborne. Gotcha.
Airborne.
Yeah. Long time no see, buddy.
Uh,
Good to see you back.
yeah, good to see you, man. And Todd says, so you have to be a pro member to get regular MSRP. Oh no, if it's $31.99, regular MSRP is probably $28.49.
So listen, before we slam GameStop too bad, if EB Games and GameStop, they're the same deity, right? Canada's just yeah, EB. They are actually changing their memberships again. I just got the notification today when I was in that, the memberships exist for a certain while, then they're changing it again. But your tiers, you won't suffer any downs. But I have an Onyx membership. That's pretty much the highest tier you can get. And the only reason I have that membership is because I kind of earned it through buying figures through GameStop for a year. And I mean, if you're buying classified, you buy 4 classified every wave from GameStop that year, plus Marvel Legends, and you snipe the odd thing. Some of you
Yeah.
might be, qualifying for a 10 to 15% discount that you don't even know about because you're actually qualified for that next year and they're not telling you.
Well, I've so I'm a whatever premium or platinum or whatever the hell. I went ahead and signed up for it because you get the monthly, like the $5 coupon. But I signed
Mhm.
up for it back because the Iron Grenadier and the Bat, all that wave, like I get they got that wave way before anybody else, and I ordered all of them there. And I'm like, well, I'll go ahead and sign up for it. And I don't think I've ordered anything since then from them. Even when I
Mhm.
look it up and they actually have something online that I want to order and I try to apply the coupon and I get it shipped, like it's still regular price or more by the time if I get it shipped, if I'm not buying like $80 worth or whatever the hell it is, like it's not even worth it. And I don't
Yeah.
go in them enough to use it in the store.
And that's just like depends on what your region is. Your the way you get the figs. I think we're all at the point now where if you have a coupon, you're using them, right?
Oh
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Um, got 6'10" Yojo daddies in the house.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm glad you showed up with that long ass fucking name, dude. Like that is the longest name we have. So I'm just politely asking you, what do you prefer when somebody abbreviates it? What do you prefer for the short form? Because the number of times we've said hello in the chat, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm writing a book to say hi. So do you, what do you prefer? Is 610
I
YJD
just,
good? Like
I just, I just hit at and type six, and it puts the rest of it in there. But I'm doing it on a computer too, so
yeah, on a computer you
uh,
can do that on
yeah.
like yeah, no.
I would say 6'10", so that's probably
That's
what I
just it.
would
I'm
go
just asking him what he
with.
prefers because I'm like, that name is a choice, my friend, and I stand by your choice. However,
That's right. War chest full of toys is here. What's up, War chest? Uh,
I have a
and
feeling it must be where you guys are at that your GameStop suck because where we're at, they're pretty much the best game in town. You know what I
they
mean?
they're hit or miss here for a while. They were the only place you could find anything. Remember, that's where I finally found Rakondo.
Well, yeah, and the way that their contracts work now is like if it's on Pulse, about 6 months to a year later, EV Games will pick it up, or GameStop will. They'll start doing
Yeah,
that. Night Force and all that stuff is in their catalog. They can bring it in. So like they must really restrict some states from what they're getting.
yeah. Um, they've been okay here. It depends on the location though. Depends on like in store. We've got a lot of them. I just don't go to them because I don't make it a point to drive to them to hunt.
Mhm.
Like if I'm near one when I'm out working and I have time, like the one I was talking about, I'll go in there, but I don't go in them that much.
No.
So 610 says so ready for short fuse and Steeler. So
Hell
mine sure
yeah.
mine are supposed to be here Monday. Supposed
Yeah,
to have
I
them
don't.
Monday.
I ordered mine from the same place I ordered my Budo and my MMS. That's the failed experiment because it's now very late for both of those. So late that I bought an MMS and I bought a Budo. If you're wondering what some of these prizes I might be giving away are, I've dropped one in, but the Steeler and everything, I'm just gonna have to find that in the wild, like go walk into a store and go, yeah, I'm buying it here.
Yeah.
Because yeah. And Zap,
Uh
dude, don't leave Zap out of that equation.
no, I didn't order him yet, so but
Mm,
I gotta have a Zap. Cause so Zap, I mean Zap's one of the ones like you and I when we've talked about our on our lists or whatever in the past, like those were two. Zap and Short Fuse were two that I wondered how they were possibly gonna update
mm.
into classified, and well they didn't really. So
They
they didn't really
didn't, they didn't,
update them
man.
very much.
Nah,
um
not the way that
and
everybody was afraid they would. You know what I
um
mean? They didn't ruin them.
no, oh no, but I mean they
No.
didn't really like. I think they used all their tricks with Grunt. um and Grunt's still kind of plain, so like modernizing him. So I think they just didn't want to like
Well,
copy everything.
there's still a retro grunt yet to happen, right? Because the thing about the Steeler, the short fuse, and all this is these are more the retro version than what retro would even give you. Like those versions. That's
Yeah,
why Zap's coming retro, and I think that's
yeah.
Hasbro's quiet respect to saying, okay, OG 13 should blend on their own away from the rest of the line with each other.
And I don't really see him like taking Zap and then putting him into classified, like classifying him up. He's probably one that will just stay as a retro because how else do you do Zap really? I mean,
Well,
do
they
people
created
need two versions of Zap?
no, because they updated Zap by accident when they created Bazooka. And Bazooka was so popular. They were like, I think we've just made Zap redundant. And he kind of
Yeah,
faded away, right?
yeah. Um, and
Monster
Roman
Force
says,
line.
have you checked out Monster Force? So I still only have two.
Yeah, me
Um,
too.
I like them, but I'm not collecting them. I love the idea, love the concept, but they're just they're Joe's is my main thing, and as much as I like them, the price and the way those are put out and marketed and produced, and it's just it's too much for me. They're good figures though, but I just
Absolutely.
at $40 a pop, I, before we start getting hit with a bunch of extra shit, I just can't do it. And I do really like them. I like the whole idea of it, but I'm not saying don't buy them. They are good figures.
They're great.
I've got, I've got my two. I'll probably pick some more up at some point. I canceled the two from the most recent wave, which were the two that I was looking the most forward to out of everything they've showed, and
Hmm.
I canceled them just because I'm like I'm cutting out most stuff that's not Joe right now.
Or
So
Jada.
or Jade, yeah,
Yeah. No, hey, listen. Actually, can we keep that comment right where it is? Seeing as you and I are kind of winging the format a little bit tonight with because we have a small topic and we are killing but discussion and relevant point news, right? It has a whole lot. Can I can I steal this for 2 seconds here? Because I think you
yeah,
watched the video I'm about to mention, right? Guys, if you haven't watched Saturday Morning Toy Collector's video that
mm,
he did on the weekend where he compared G.I. Joe classified Pluto to Monster Force Halloween Boy and a Valaverse figure. And he just used them to represent those lines. And it was a video he did about, are you getting your money's worth? And he would pick one of those three to say that they were the money's worth. And it was a rather critical video. Did you watch that one, Darren?
yeah. I watched it.
Right. So I was gonna do a video where in my video about Budo, I might have addressed it. And I found that was killing a bit of time that I didn't want in a review video. to draw light to what it is. And what it was when he got into the plastics. And guys, it's very easy to slam Hasbro right now for soft plastics. We see it in everything that they do, right? Gummy plastics has been the discussion for how many months now? Like 24.
Forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many months is 5 years? 60?
Okay. But yeah, I'm not going to do the math. We're just going to round in the positive favor and all nod. Yes, that math checks out, right? Gummy weapons and Hasbro and gummy anything. Okay. Here's the reason why I don't put any weight in the arguments of comparing these to Valorverse or Monster Force or any of this on the 6-inch military lines is because Hasbro has this legality shit shield they need to hold up every time. And they do it by putting the age 4 and up on the box.
Yeah.
By putting that up, they are saying we will not accept liability for impacts and things like that. Like what this is designed for children and everything like this. And we don't want this figure to break on impacts. And they can't do that with hard plastics. A child will shatter this sword, will crush this helmet. If you've ever dropped a Mythic Legions, good Lord. If you've ever dropped a Valaverse, you'd be like, the figure survived, but why did the barrel of the gun break and shatter across the room? Because hard plastics have impact point problems that soft plastics don't.
Yeah.
So, bottom line is, you can like all the figures you like, you can pick one to hate, you can pick on one to criticize, but they are being built for two different audiences right now. Like Fresh Monkey Fiction and Valaverse do not build for ages 4 and up. They build for 14 and up.
Yep.
That's
Very,
shelf
very
space
different.
liability. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's saying we'll accept it if it falls off the shelf because you understand how to play with it. A 4-year-old will throw this across the room. Right. So I thought it was a
I've
good
thrown a
video.
few.
Yeah. And I thought Saturday Morning Toy Collector did a really good video putting his logic across, but I felt like it was survivor bias formed logic. It's like you're excluding kind of a lot of the content that drives why they're using that plastic. You're
Yeah.
you're just criticizing the plastic, which so many people do, right?
Yeah, I do. I mean, but I also understand, but I'm still gonna complain about it. So,
Absolutely. But
all
I
right.
found that video really interesting because he put kind of finger on the point, and I was like, yeah, but look at the age you're buying these for. Right?
Yeah, he totally missed that idea in that
Mhm.
video. That whole thing. It's two different markets. Like Hasbro knows we're buying them, but you could. I mean, kids can play with them. Kids are
Yeah.
definitely playing with Marvel Legends, but they're not. They're not aimed at us. They're
No,
aimed at kids.
and
Valaverse and Monster Force are aimed at us.
that's right. And the hard plastic arguments I laugh about because we just finished talking about Zap, right? And what is one thing everybody who've had the original Zap always says is like broken crotch, broken thumb, right? And I'm like, that's because hard
Yeah,
plastics and kid play. Adult collectors will treat those things like gems. A kid will get a little bit of dirt on it and bang it off against a car tire.
yeah.
And like it's dirty, right?
And it all goes back to the evolution of stuff too, because you give a guy a bazooka and you want to do your best to get him to hold it, and you turn it around. That's why we broke all the thumbs, getting them to hold weapons correctly.
Yeah.
So that's funny. I think that's hilarious that Lawrence keeps bringing that up. That they should have given him an extra hand missing a thumb, a
Well,
right hand missing a thumb.
it's because back then, the first few iterations, the guns were the same plastic as the figures almost, right?
It was so hard. It
It's like
was the
everybody's
hardest
doing
plastic.
cocaine, going, I think we got a problem. They're like, no, that kids will figure it out. You
Yeah, yeah, that'd be all right. Oh, like, oh, they're not gonna mess it up. Oh shit. Todd says if that rumor classified as going Sumbo holds any credence, I guess people will hold out. I don't I don't know. I heard that too. I don't. We'll
Didn't they
see. I don't
already?
think. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go like all the way. Sunbow with it, but
They'll have
I
fun
think
with
they're
it.
gonna mix it up. I mean, they're already doing it. We've got the mass device. Um,
Well, is it wasn't, wouldn't you consider, no, I guess, I don't know. What would you consider Metalhead?
Oh, Metalhead was in the original line.
Okay.
He was in the Dick cartoon. He wasn't in Sunbow.
Okay, yeah,
But
yeah. That's why I was getting trying to picture the animation that I saw him in. So okay,
yeah,
never mind.
yeah, he was
Yeah,
in Sunbow.
I don't think they're afraid to do any line. It's just what they'll represent and what they will pass by, right?
And well, since he brought up Sunbow, and we were just talking about Steeler and extra stuff we wish they'd given him. I wish they had done an extra head sculpt for Steeler with the worlds without end, like the fever head, where his watery eyes and is all red and bruised,
Mhm.
where he got bit by the mosquito mutant thing. I
Oh,
wish they'd have done that with him.
that'd be cool if
Um,
they started doing head updates, but the way that they've done their head posts, I think they could never do it. Like they're just the neck post that they've used in the past. I
oh
don't think
yeah,
they could ever do head updates the way Jada does them.
no, they would have to be. They'd have to be for certain waves, like like for to make sure the neck ball was the same. But I just mean
Mhm.
like alternate if they went into Sunbow and it's a Sunbow character and there was something specific, because
Mhm. Mhm.
that Steeler is very specific to the Worlds Without End two-parter. So I think it would have been a good throwback nod if they just did an extra head where his
Yeah.
hair was all messed up and he had the fever face.
Yeah.
Um, Dave saying all his Game Stops closed. Found the retro Green Goblin. Yeah, that's a good find. I
That
got
is a
that
good one.
figure over here. I love that figure. His
That
elbows are kind of gummy though.
Yeah, that Norman
Like,
Osborn head fits on
yeah,
some pretty good suited box from the other Marvel stuff too, so you can get a free free Norman
yeah,
Osborn out of that.
yep.
Yeah. So the
Um,
Steeler two pack, one of the photos I saw, they showed Short Fuse firing his mortar with the blast effect, and there was supposed to be this arch, right, with the mortar round, and I don't know if it was the Hasbro photo or if it was one they had on display from NYCC of it, but you could tell there was so much droop on that blast effect. It looked like the mortar round was about to land like 3 feet away from where he fired it. Like, I don't think I like these blast effects already.
I'm looking to see if it's one of the Hasbro
Yeah.
pictures. I don't think
So
it was one of the Hasbros.
to be clear, those mortar rounds aren't the mortar rounds on that one for for short fuse. They are the same
Hmm.
rockets that you get with Footloose for his rocket. They're not another bazooka reprint. Same with Zap. His rockets are Major Bloods.
I don't think it was this one, right? Because it's not junky
No,
here.
no,
Yeah.
it had to have been the NYCC photo I saw of it because that.
Okay.
See how thin it is where it connects to the rocket? Like in that
Oh,
photo that you
here we
just
go.
had, it was very thin insert. That was drooping from, I think, lamp heat. And it just
Okay.
looked like that rocket was about to just kill them all.
It's a dud.
Bump.
I
Yeah.
think eventually you'll be able to get Steeler and Short Fuse. So
Yeah.
uh, Derek
Yeah. I don't
saying he
think they're
orders
going to be
Zap.
hard. Mm.
Zap was his first joke.
Zap. Yeah.
Um,
I had Zap early. I don't know if he was my first, but he was in the first five for sure.
yeah, he wasn't my first, but he was. I had him early. I did get him new.
And he looked like
He
goddamn sloth too, man. He was one
Oh,
ugly
he was
fool.
terrible. Him and Grunt were so bad.
Yeah. Terrible.
So two versions of GameStops. A tier stores get good stuff. B tier stores get more limited. And the one that I go in is definitely a B tier store, but
Yeah.
they do get stuff sometimes.
Hmm. I get
Eric
it.
says we didn't even need one version of Zap.
I don't know, man.
Oh,
So I don't. I see everybody criticizing the new look of Zap, and I'm like, okay, but if you ever read the file card, where is this shock that he was Latino is coming from, right? Like, why is he too Mexican for you? The guy's name is Menendez, for God's sakes. Like,
yeah. I mean, you got Menendez. I mean, he
yeah,
was the few cartoons episodes that he was in. Yeah, he
yeah.
was. He
But
was Latino. Like, what? So what?
But,
I think
we-
he looks
but they
good.
used the same head sculpt back in the day that they used for Grunt, and somehow
Yeah,
Zap was just a bit uglier because the hair was a bit darker, the brows were a bit darker, right?
yeah.
The paint was just a little worse, right?
But
So
he
I'm
still
like,
had the mustache, though.
yeah, they handsomed him up. I'll give him that. He needed it.
He did need it.
He did.
He did need it. Joe Fan 84 is in the house. What's up, Joe Fan?
Yeah.
Oh,
I wanted them to give him receding male pattern baldness. Like I wanted bald spots on him.
give him make him look like Vizzini.
Yeah, and give him a hearing aid, firing the bazooka all that time, you're gonna lose your hearing for sure.
Well, we've got the earmuffs from Heavy Duty. They could reuse those.
No, you know how they gave Coral a little throat mic? Just put
Yeah,
a little wire coming out of a guy's ear. That's all you need. Hmm,
be awesome.
yeah.
Oh, all right. Joe Fan is here. He is finally off work. I'm glad you're able to get off of
Yeah.
work. Let's see. So yeah, Carlos saying I'll hand my nephew a Joe or Marvel figure. I won't hand him a Monster Force. Um,
Mm, yeah.
any idea what the next legacy characters will be? Loving the police officer. I think popular consensus is some sort of paramedic.
Yeah.
It's,
So
it's what I think.
I thought paramedic and search and rescue,
Yeah, but I
like
mean, but
a
the
helicopter jumper with the orange suit there, Coast Guard kind of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I so I think it's going to be a some sort of paramedic EMT responder, and I think it's going to be a female.
Yeah. The one I really want them to do is a media two pack, a cameraman and a reporter that you can do as a combat photographer or a civilian photographer. Kind of, you can get a Hector Ramirez going if you wanted to do a Hector Ramirez, but you'd have to have one
Yeah,
male, one female, one
yeah.
ethnicity with one another, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You'd have to have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Sean saying Lenny said in an interview that Sunbow, Energon, all of it is on the table, and I have a confirmation that come from Hasbro via somebody that asked a question for me that said if it says GI Joe on it, uh, they have the ability to do it. It doesn't matter what it is. If it is GI Joe branded, it's on the table.
So I just had lightning struck my brain. I had epiphany.
Again,
Right. My eyes rolled into the back of my head. You guys couldn't see it because it was really fast. And I went telepathically, and I'm trying to talk to Ace right now to share this epiphany. It's time for a ramen news van with the antenna, the mast, with the radio, the
oh
radar
yeah.
dish, and the camera equipment. Ramen news van. Do it. Ace, hear me.
If he ever got to like where he could do swappable stuff and made it where it was modular, that was definitely like an accessory type pack that you could do with that van. I mean, it's so versatile, but if he actually made the stuff to put on it with magnets or whatever, yeah,
um,
dude, that's a definite
you,
possibility.
you guys are here live. Well, we're generating a really cool idea, I think, because said magnet groundwork has already been laid,
That's right.
right? So if he wanted to redesign the roof a little bit with a hatch, he could have magnetized masts up down positions or just have the satellite dish on there, but he could send them off to Zika and Giant Leap for news, fake news
News
studio,
kind.
right? Like
That thing looks so
shit.
good.
It's they're like, and so does like all the other like the 18 variation. Like when they send these things out, they get the details in there, right? Like it's good. But clearly people are buying this for a few key lines. And I know Ace is watching and listening to the buzz. You can take me off full screen now. I'm moving it. But no, but it's not hard to say. Ace listens to the market right now. And he's hearing what they're saying, right? And
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of guys, I think these support vehicles, they're buying them for the Joe line, the Monster Force line, the Vala line. I don't think they're buying them for Jada toys as much,
Nah.
right?
I actually I've still never even tried to fit Shaggy in the van, but I don't think he's gonna fit by any means.
No, I think his body type, buck alone, is problematic with the head.
I need to do that. I got one down easily to get to. I still need to try and do that.
Mhm.
Joe Fanson, wish they
I
did an
saw
update on
Daphne's
Yellow
coming.
Minecraft. They're all coming, but I think the next wave, Matthew will know if he's listening, is Scooby, and I think Charlie and Daphne in the next
Charlie,
wave.
who the?
The robot, Charlie, the
Oh,
friendly robot.
okay.
I think Scooby's definitely in the next wave, but I think it's those. So
Pardon me.
610
Sorry.
Yojo Daddy has
Sorry,
a
guys.
comment for you there. Well, I
Mm.
didn't hear anything. Says,
Yeah.
hey, Crow, just wanted to let you know I lived in Bath, Ontario for a year and a half and Napanee, Ontario for a year and a half from 89 to 92.
All
Did I
right,
say
buddy.
that right?
Napanee, I know. Napanee, I know really well. If you guys watch a show called Letterkenny at any point, that's Sydenham, Napanee area kind of guys. But I Kingston. I was raised pretty much in Kingston after Scarborough there, bud. So I know where you're at. All right. What's this one? It's Sunbone. I don't have my glasses on because I keep
Oh,
losing the good ones.
Carlos says, I already feel there's too much Sunbow in classifieds, not the direction I would have taken. I think they should have kept the retro to Sunbow stuff, is my opinion. But
I think they don't know what retro means anymore when it comes to this.
they definitely don't know exactly what retro means.
Don't get me wrong. There's times where I'm glad. Like, I am not doing a Flint and CoverGirl review. I've had those figures for a couple weeks now. No point me really reviewing them. I just really like them, but that CoverGirl is nothing I ever had as a kid.
There's
Oh,
Flint.
did you get the 81 and 82 version? Not the
I
1 and
got the
82?
no, I got the derpy version. The what did I say in the video? The Sergeant Doofy version.
Yeah.
So I've had this. I keep forgetting it's here. I haven't
Mhm.
opened. I wanted this Flint so
It's a
bad,
good
and
fig.
it's just sitting up here. And I opened CoverGirl, and
That's
CoverGirl's
a
in the
great fig.
All Striker.
Yeah.
CoverGirl was great.
Two heads,
And I was
great.
just yeah, I was just gonna review both of them together and just here they are. Here's what I think about them, and
Hold up that Flint again.
I still hadn't even opened Flint.
Yeah. So I've been saying this to myself all along. It occurs to me. I've never said it out loud because I was watching it with my kid the other day and it came up. This is Flint saying, I told you never to bother me when I'm cleaning my room. That's an old dated reference, but my son and I were watching that over Halloween. And I was like, that's the Flint action.
It's fucking hilarious. Oh, let's see. All right, so I'm way behind on the comments, so trying to get caught up here. Airtight had a high hairline too. Yes, he did. He did in the cartoon. He did. They showed him, and I think we'll definitely get that head sculpt when we get Airtight. And
Yeah, I think we've
I
seen
think
airtights.
Airtight's coming too. So,
I think we've seen a lot of airtights buck already in different ways, like arms and legs and things
oh
already.
yeah.
Uh,
There's Matthew. Wave 2, Scooby, Space Cook, Sea Demon. Wave 3, Daphne, Captain Cutler, and Charlie. So,
Okay.
okay.
So
There we
can
go.
we get a contract with Upper Deck where they do the Harlem Globetrotters, but through Jada for the Scooby Doo line?
That would be pretty sweet.
I need Curly Joe.
Carly, do the Three
Oh.
Stooges, Batman and Robin. No, we got enough Batman and Robin.
But you'll get more. Sorry, you got to be careful.
Yeah,
McFarlane's listening. He's just went, oh,
yeah,
I heard a request on
yeah.
it.
He's got YouTube spiders that send out threads listening for keyword like the CIA does, and every time he
Yeah.
hears somebody mention a Batman figure, he makes another one.
Yeah, and instantly jokerizes it in advance.
That's right. Pre-jokerized already. I'm still waiting for Muskrat. Eh,
You know
eh.
what I like? If I look at Lifeline, every time I've looked at the picture, I instinctively look at that face and go, "That guy's a dick." He's just got that facial expression like that guy's a dick.
He does look, he looks like he is always pissed off about something.
Oh yeah, you can just tell he rubs everybody on your shelf the wrong way, the way he should be, right? Just Captain, bring me down. He
Man,
also looks a little bit like the big brother from something. Everybody hates Ray.
oh yeah, Brad Garrett,
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
Damn,
Guys
that
gotta
is an
clean up
ugly.
that blood, eh?
God damn, that is an ugly figure. I mean, an ugly head. The figure looks great. Oh, the head sculpt is
He
so
looks
it's
like
so
Big
bad.
Boa a little bit, doesn't he? Like a
He
little
could be
bit in the
Big Bo's
eyes.
brother. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
just
could definitely be. I wish I could blow this up. He could definitely be Big Bo's brother. Um,
yeah.
while I've got Pulse pulled up, so we talked about it. Let's see. Go get back to classified here. Go
For
brands.
sure.
Come on, work with me. All right, so we talked about the ones that went up yesterday. We talked a bunch about Zap already.
Yeah.
Um, Crazy Legs. Is anybody hyped for retro Crazy Legs? Because I'm definitely not ordering this figure.
I am so ordering this figure.
Really, you are?
100% I'm getting this. I have a few parachuters on a shelf that need to be fulfilled for my symmetry and balance. I
Okay,
have the paywalled version of this. It's going to go down as one of the most ridiculous classified figures I think I'll buy. Sorry, retro figures I'll buy. Because why the hell wouldn't you give us an option with his mouth closed? Like,
man.
is there no second head? I'm trying to remember if I ever saw a second head with this.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have another head sculpt. It's just this one, and they
Okay.
have the head sculpt.
And this is what bothers me about it. If he's a paratrooper, those cheeks should be flopping out. He should have like Dalzine fire effect cheeks. Those things should be spread out from all the wind passing through them because his mouth's wide open, flapping in the breeze on the way down. Either way, why isn't he getting his loader's cap that they put in the Night Force version?
Because
I
this is
think
the
that's
retro.
doesn't matter. I think that's shitty. Like that is such a small little thing that they locked behind a paywall and made people wait 2 years for a Crazy Legs for the everybody else to get that didn't buy the HasLab. And they had this little hunk of plastic that anywhere else, if it were shaped like a knife or a bullpup goddamn weapon, they would give it
Yeah,
away. Right?
yeah.
But no, God, no, not the hat. I was like,
So
come on. But yes, I'm
I
buying
mean,
it.
um, yeah, the head sculpt is baffling because they already have it. And now if you buy Crazy Legs and you want the normal face, if you don't have it, you got to track down and pay for the HasLab and the Night Force version just to get a normal head sculpt. And honestly, the faces don't even really look all that close to me. I don't think they even
No,
look that similar.
and the criticism on the Night Force Crazy Legs and Ripcord had to be a lot with the faces, how they were a little bit more dollish than they were used
Yeah,
to in the line. But
yeah,
nonetheless, like you're not locking at least they're not locking them out the folding gun and the helmet that they did give them, right? They just painted it in normal colors, but that gun was innovative. It was a good
yeah.
gun. I loved that gun actually. But yeah, that head, not giving that head, not giving that hat, locking all of that behind a dragonfly paywall that people can't even get access anymore. I'm just like, come on, man. Like
Yeah.
that's weak for the sake of being weak. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I think it's kind of dirty pool. I think doing that with this guy, man.
it's not
Um,
intuitive to your market at all of what you've given them before and what they'd really like, right? And why
well,
can you?
and that's what we were talked about a little while ago. Like they fix one thing and then they just like do one thing that's completely counterintuitive. It's so
So
weird.
So look what they did with CoverGirl, right? We had a CoverGirl that nobody really liked, and that was from the main line. So when we hit it with retro, We hit it with extra head, extra hair, extra kit, extra attention, and an extra response from the fans, and then go crazy like, yeah, here you go. We
Yeah,
knew you weren't gonna
yeah,
like them anyways, right? Like
yeah.
that's what
Uh,
it feels like.
so look at this right here. Mr. Mad Gus is in the
What's
house.
going
Took me
on?
took me 2 hours to get here. Through the grace of God, I'm tired. Going back to bed. I'm guessing my first day home from triple bypass
Oh,
surgery.
for the love of
Damn,
things, man.
brother.
Good for you, brother. Good to have you with us. I-
I knew I hadn't seen you for a minute, man. Well, I hope
Mhm.
you're recovering well. That's not a easy thing to get over. My brother had a big ass one of those surgeries, and
Yeah.
I know the recovery for that is rough. So take it easy, dude. So I'm
Actually,
glad you're here.
yeah, dude. I actually have a friend back home that I don't talk to often. She was a childhood friend, Tamara, and she was waiting on her heart surgery, and right up to the day of surgery, and then they rescheduled it, and she had to wait like 2 more weeks, and I couldn't imagine the torment of just waiting for that surgery. So good
Yeah.
on you. Glad to have you back. Congratulations, and hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, man, take it easy, brother. Hope you all goes well. So let's see. Stanley is all about getting some river otters in the classified line.
I would accept it if they put the amount of work into it that they did with the iguana. You know what I mean? Like Serpentor iguana, just
Yeah.
a little. Yeah.
Let's see. Carlos says I'm gonna try the Caucasian police officer or green shirt head on Crazy Legs. Hopefully, one of them will work. Might have to
Yeah.
change the whole neck, but it just depends on how they make the neck, I guess.
Well, so those pins on the neck for the legacy police is pretty thin, but they works with some stuff. I've transferred the head and necks over to a few figs. I like those legacy police heads. They're ripe for the picking on customs. So have at her.
Yeah.
You know what works really good? I'm gonna grab it while you tell them. I'll be right back. You
Um.
entertain them for a minute. Okay.
I'm gonna do my mime routine. So
No,
we're
it
on.
takes 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to actually think up something. So we're
No,
gonna.
no, it just occurred to me we were talking about this, and I realized I really wanted to show this to people.
It's not your
Eh,
penis, is it?
okay, well, I guess we're just not gonna have any fucking surprises tonight. Thank you.
Is it the beaver moon? Are you going outside to show the beaver moon?
No, I'll just put this one away, seeing as you blew the surprise. No keep bashing that.
Nope, not at all.
No,
While you're doing whatever you're doing,
that
Mama
I'm now back
Misfits in
from.
the house. What's up,
Yeah.
Loki?
Can you give me full screen for a second?
Oh, now you want full screen.
Just for a second. This is what
All right.
happens when you start playing with ESU officers. But it all works. The glasses, the hat, and everything. Now that I've dropped them on the floor, but
Yeah,
even
you're
the
never gonna
glasses and the
see
hat
those
fit.
again.
So that's
That's
Chuckles.
awesome.
Chuckles not undercover,
Yeah, that's pretty
right?
good.
Yeah. Oh, I had to show that. I was like, Chuckles works as ESU.
That's pretty good, man. I like that. That's a
Yeah, and the
good little
glasses will
hit
work with
bash.
them. I gotta get those back on. You have to stretch the hat a little bit, like it'll just form where it'll be too loose for the other ones there. But
Yeah, I once had two of those hats.
have you not found that third one yet? If Darren dropped his hat, you can put me off full screen now or off it.
Y- Uh, yeah,
I
one
thought you
of
found it
so
by now.
no, let me get fucking ugly. Oh, I was going crazy legs, but we're gonna go. We are gonna show. We're gonna talk about the female CG. So yeah, my who let me who fell? Somebody fell and it knocked the cops over, knocked the firefighter over. One of the cops fell and hit the floor, and I cannot find his hat anywhere in this room. It is somewhere in this room, but I cannot find it. I've been on my hands and knees with a work light twice, and I can't find the damn hat for this guy. So
That tells me it fell. It didn't land on the floor. It bounced off something into the shelf somewhere.
we'll
Into
see.
the shelf.
See, so I checked the shelves because I got these plastic shelves that have the compartments in the back, and some of
Hmm.
them have the hole with the cord, but it could only have hit the bottom one. I checked all those compartments. It's not in any of those that it could have bounced into. So, man, I don't know. Maybe Pretzel come in here and ate it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Um,
stuck into it like a piece of wad of gum on one of your socks somewhere.
it is driving me absolutely crazy that I cannot find this hat because I make a big deal out of
No,
trying to keep up with the accessories. So,
no, and
uh,
whoa, hello, ramen, magnetics.
oh,
Thank God
nice.
for magnetics. Um, No, I was telling Darren too, and it happened. I said, the military solution to this would be like two cops showing up, a third one that shows up and he doesn't have his hat. We would do a change parade. We'd be like, everybody's in riot gear for the rest of the week till motherfucker finds his hat.
Yeah, but see, I'll know. I'll know. I could put the right helmets on them, but I'll know.
You'll
Uh,
know. It's like my
s-
firefighters. One of them is missing the hose, the dangly hose. So I can't have them
oh,
mask up. I'm like, oh.
oh man. So yeah, so we're actually gonna talk about the firefighter in a minute. But so here's the female, the lady Crimson Guard. So I didn't order this either, but so this is the only one. This is the only thing that sold out at Pulse in like 2 months. and
Read the room.
so it sold out. I saw a bunch of Facebook posts last night, and what little bit I've looked at Facebook today, people just up in arms about this selling out at Pulse, and it hasn't sold. It's still on Amazon. I'm sure it's still everywhere else. But um, what did you order this one? What are your thoughts on this one?
Well, yeah. So the Toys on Fire that I'm trying to convince to do classified, they got the pre-orders on these. So I said, well, of course I'll order this. And then GameStop automatically pre-orders for me, and I said, yeah, pre-order me this as well. I only
Yeah,
want two of these because I have a symmetry thing when I squad my Crimson Guard. I
yeah.
have three Crimson Guard and a couple of the Crimson Viper types. So two is all I need. I have two Valkyries as well, and that's the symmetry I want. But I really would love to be able to know what heads are going to be compatible with this. That what I have, and I won't know that till I have it in hand. That neck
Well,
post, right?
I mean, what's gonna match with it? Like you can't use the I guess you probably could use the Valkyrie head with the gas mask. I guess you could
Well, I
use the
think a lot of
Valkyrie
people are
heads.
thinking about. I think IDW's. Was it
Oh,
IDW or
Laura.
was it Laura three four
No,
three, or what's the Cadet Deming,
Cadet
like
Deming.
doing known Cobra females with this
Yeah.
Bach? I think was what they're
Okay.
talking about. But one
I
of the
see.
things I noticed about the Crimson Guard, and I think it was the same as the Python Crimson Guard, that ridiculous redundancy, whatever that is.
Hmm.
The neck post was a problem when you'd remove the head. It had this tendency. It was a different type of neck post. It would stick with the head all the
Oh yeah, yeah,
time.
yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Sabir ordered her, and Sabir says, "Bring on Myra,
Mara, there you go. There's another one.
Myra."
What I
Uh,
I wanted to have like an insertionist unit of Joe's, and I did a couple of photos one night with the his tank where Scarlet and a couple were on the Valkyrie box. So you had Scarlet's head on the Valkyrie box and whatnot of them infiltrating the Cobra, squatting up. And so I could
yeah,
see like why a lot of people would want to buy these to just play around with them.
yeah. Um, I didn't order it yet, but I'm going to. I'm gonna get two. I got two of
Mm.
the other Crimson Guards, so I'll get two of this one.
It's
K-Mac
nice to
says,
see a
"Hell
troop
no."
builder that, yeah, yeah, I saw that too. I didn't expect them to be on board with it, but I was gonna say it's nice to see a troop builder that isn't in the $50 mark or more right now.
Yeah, because that's what they're trying to do, stick us with deluxe troop builders.
Yeah.
Woody got his 25.
No, I think you're reading that wrong. Count the number of happy faces after that. Those are zeros.
Oh yeah. 25,
25,000?
200, yeah, 250,000.
Yeah.
He just had him run off a whole production run for him. Yeah, I'll I will definitely get a couple of those. I like them. I like the female troopers. Uh, Lucky ordered a few of them. Cover Girl retro, yeah, fitting on that head, yeah,
To
that'd
give
look
you an
good on
extra
there.
head, why not? Try it.
Hmm.
Right?
That'd look good
It's
on
your
there.
grain cannon too, right? It's whatever
Yeah.
you picture. So who cares? I've used
Um.
Marvel Legend heads like Jubilee on a Valaverse figure. Like, hey man, it's whatever you want to do. I know some people can't tolerate that, like the guy over here who's like, once I see it, I can't unsee it. but but in an age
Um.
where we're paying as much as we are and we're getting extra heads, friggin' use them.
Right. Let's see. Woody's saying I only got 3 Ghost Vipers. Anybody find some? Hook a brother up. The Walmart near me. That's not one that I go to like regularly, like on my rounds, but that's because I'm working. It's literally the one that is closest to me. And I was actually looking online earlier, and they actually have, it's the only Walmart in the whole radius that has them in stock. They had, I think they had 8 of them,
No, I
just
haven't
a little
seen
while ago.
haven't seen a single one. Even Walmart.ca, I can't find them. And not only that, I'm suspicious because our Walmarts. Everybody said like these displays were going to Walmarts that didn't used to carry Joe's to bring them back into carrying Joe's, and our Walmarts gave up on Joe's a couple of years ago. But we still haven't gotten these displays that you guys have gotten that promotes the Hasbro lines.
Yeah.
And um, really, I honestly don't even believe in the Ghost Viper. I don't think it's real. I think you guys are seeing things, weird things. We have Ghostbusters up here. They look really successful, more so lately.
Right.
So yeah, almost like
Uh,
Tron. Tron's gonna rock up here.
yeah.
Tron's a great line. It's gonna do real well up here.
Let's let's look at Tron. All right.
Thank you.
We're
I
not
know
going
the
to talk
chat's
about
been
Tron, but
waiting. Chat's been
yeah,
waiting for this Tron talk.
I didn't. We
Let's
ain't
be
go.
real.
I just want to see what it. I just want to see what it's up to. I just want to see how many backers it's got. It's got 1,112 out of 10,000 with 19 days left. You think it's going to make it?
You know the movie where the shark's coming and you know the guy can't swim, but you cheer for him to go for the boat? Go for the
Yeah,
boat, Tron. Go for the
yeah.
boat.
Go. I got you. I'm pulling for you.
Oh
Um,
no, Tron didn't make
yeah.
it.
Oh, son of a bitch. Um, Woody. Yeah. I mean, like I ain't been able to run across them. I just saw them online. That they had them in stock and actually could
Ugh.
get them. I could get. I could get them. But I haven't actually found them anywhere. There's only one Walmart I go to that's got the display, and they haven't. They've gotten them once, and they went that day.
You
So
know what
one,
the hot trade commodity will be at Joe Fest, right? Next year.
well, by the time we get to Joe Fest, they might be hanging like crystal balls were, though.
Or they could be like the ferrets.
Yeah, it maybe. I don't know. It's too soon to tell.
Mhm.
We thought the tiger paw was going to be that way too. So,
Ah.
well, we'll see. So, um, so one thing we usually have done way before now is, have you got any new toys?
Of course I have new toys.
You have new suspension on your car.
No, that is the future toys. And future toys. I will show you what my shock springs look like. Haha. No, yeah, I got a few new toys. Did you get some new toys?
I got some new toys too. What'd you get? I want to see what you got first.
I got I got Zabuto finally, and I've been playing around with the Zabuto kits, doing Zabuto photography, so I should have a review up on this tomorrow. And it will be the last Budo review you ever need to see because I'm late. So um what else did I got? I got all that Jada stuff. My Jada videos don't hit because people don't think I collect Jada. No, you can take me off full screen now. I just the Budo was it. Budo was this week. Desert Scorpion was earlier. That's it. I'm more interested in everybody knowing what you got.
Well, we talked about Target. I got this guy the other day.
Not at all what I'm talking about.
uh yeah, so these are hitting clearance at Target if you didn't already know. So I did pick one up and I used my coupon, my 25% off a toy coupon and stacked that. So I did get another one. I've been kind of holding out for them to go on clearance and they finally did. So those are hitting targets. Um, but the other thing that I got was this guy. I'm going to review out on this guy right here. It's Valaverse Dea de los Muertos Sidewinder. This is a badass figure. I think it goes up on Valaverse Saturday, I think. So I have one I've got to send out. I've still got the one that Punk giveaway that I picked up that I've still got to get out
Beardies.
to Beardy.
Yeah.
I'm woefully behind on doing that. I've pre-apologized to him,
No,
but
dude. Everybody across the border understands what shipping is like right now, so chill. We're good.
um but I this is a badass figure. I know the one that B got, his eyes were kind of off center, but mine are good. Uh, I think
I
they probably he got that one on purpose. That was fate.
so I you were a witness. I exercised fiscal restraint when it came to that. You did offer to grab that for me. I
I did.
declined. It was probably the right call because at that point I didn't know about the car repairs coming and things like that.
Right.
But that is one that if I am thinking about ordering one or two mystery boxes from Vala while they're at that price. And if
Yeah.
I miss them this time, I'll get them. But this is the way I want to kind of go about the Vanguard. I meant to buy a Vanguard a while ago. I don't think you're going to get a better deal on a Vanguard. You're just not in control of which one
Mm-mm.
you get. And I think they still have the blind boxes that the Morte was in. I just don't
Yeah, I
think
think
you
so.
get I don't think you get the chance at the chases in the boxes
Yeah.
there. I don't know.
There's only a
Sorry, I'm doing a
hundred of each
smoking Joe's
head.
right now.
All
Was
right.
that?
There's only 100 of each of the variant head sculpts too. It's
Yeah, and you got
one
to
of a
figure most of
hundred.
them are out by now, right?
Yeah,
So here's a
you would
different angle,
think.
guys. Yeah. Mm.
Um,
I wonder why he didn't just call that one Sicario. Like, you know what I mean? It was such
yeah.
a popular movie. You could have grabbed that reference if there was, unless there was a licensing name to it.
So, yeah, it's a badass figure.
It
I don't
loves
have
it.
that many. I don't have that many Vala figures. Talking about the Vanguard, so he had some there, and I think they were 130 at the show, 125 or 130. I would have picked one up because they had the one I want, which is they had the
The
muddy ones. And that's the one I
muddy
like.
ones, yeah.
Yeah. But I
I
just like it was a budget trip. I was just there for experience and networking.
Well, I mean, I tried to get a Vanguard. It didn't work out. There's a joke to all of that that goes with it, but putting it in the random select pile at the price that he did with the accessories that he was throwing in there, I think I would have been fine with
Uh,
any of them. I would have preferred it not to be an unmuddied gray or an unmuddied tan, but I haven't ordered one yet. I'm all talk, no action until after I pay off this car repair.
right. The muddy tan is the one that I like. I like the gray, but I like the muddy tan. SCS dogs. It's one in 100, not 100 only. Okay, I had that
There you
wrong.
go. So it could
It's
be
a one in
thousands of them
100
out there.
chance. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I
It,
thought that was an awful low number.
mm, yeah.
Um,
So the
and
other thing
then
I was going to buy this week that I didn't buy is something I'm hoping you're going to talk about soon because I'm like, this thing is beautiful. You've shown me some stuff.
I am going to talk about it. So,
Mhm.
yeah, the Valaverse black, I'm excited for that. The fucking pirate dude, Blackbeard. I
Mhm.
It looks good. I'm jealous of everybody that's going to get to see it at the samples at Legion's Con this weekend because he didn't have them yet when
Yeah.
he was here at Titans.
There's
So
something that Vala, like the whoever's printing the Vala weapons, I can't remember the company that's doing them or the
Mark
third
II,
party. Yeah, Mark II. One thing they do right, and I wish Hasbro would be like, okay, no matter what we're doing this, is recognizing that you have adult collectors on your hands. Some of them have eyes that need glasses or, finer points. Vala is really good at painting that top round detail in a mag so you can tell which
yeah,
side is up and which side is down. And when they actually do the dual mag with the gun tape around them, they actually make sure that you can see the round on the other side because that's how they're
yeah,
supposed to be. It's supposed to be flip clip, right? And I've seen companies where they've just taped two mags together, but the rounds, it's like that's not how it works, pal. So
yeah,
credit where credit was due. And I find that's
yep,
helpful when with my eyes. Sometimes if I don't have my glasses, at least I can get that clip in and I feel like a man. I'm like, I got
right.
it in the first time.
Yeah, sometimes you have to do it by feel. You have to put it in by feel sometimes.
Yeah.
So, Sabir says, did you notice Pythona is now sold out too? Is she? After we just
No,
talked about
really.
her not selling out, I did
I
not know
just
that
ordered her.
Pythona finally sold out. Then I'm glad you were able to get yours in. She is sold out now. Damn, I'm
Yeah.
glad you got yours ordered, Crow, because she's a badass figure.
Well, I
Um,
went on yesterday afternoon and they were in stock and it was open to the non-premium members. So I don't know how
yeah,
long that window was open, but it was open during the afternoon yesterday. So damn shame it's closed already. I thought it would hold out a little bit more.
yeah. That's well, I'm glad Loki got his too. So all right, so the other thing Crow wants me to talk about that I did get in that
Take
I'll
the full
have a
screen.
video coming sometime. I don't know. I don't know when because it's going to be a bitch to put together, and it's not going to be a good weather weekend here for pictures. So I gotta mute my mic and move it. So hang on.
Yeah, I'm just going back inside. What he's doing right now, you guys can see it to the left of your screen if you needed a hint. That's why I'm all hyped up. He muted a lot longer than I thought he'd be.
Well, like you can't really hear me very well, so I finally got my ramen stuff. Oh, yeah, my got my hunter and got my Falnix and almost dropped it. And I got nowhere.
They're
I
durable.
got no. I got nowhere to put it, and so I have it. Got it sitting on the bridge. Brought stools in off my from my bar in my kitchen to put it
Mhm.
on, and my name down there is blocking a lot of it. So it's too much trouble to try to remove that. But so I did get the bridge. If anybody ordered the hunter and didn't get the bridge, there's what it looks like in person if you haven't seen it. But you can see who I got driving this tank.
Recognize that guy?
Old Tuco commandeered this son of a bitch. So let me
So at
mute
least you can
and
see your driver.
I almost put the tank back on him.
Yeah. Just pouring another coffee here, so you're gonna hold the screen for a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get another one of those in a second. So
Mhm.
I don't have my complete thoughts and opinion formed on all of this yet because I literally got it Monday and put it all together in here and was trying to get everything open and fooling around with it. And I filmed overhead of getting it all out. And I'm going to
Mhm.
splice all of it together with some pictures. But um, I really have not gotten to play around with it very much yet. So um, I've got some initial thoughts on it. I like it. Um, I've got to get some more hands-on time with it to really formulate a good opinion. But so some of the other stuff that it comes with, so like the phalanx part,
Mhm.
it just pops on the back of the tank like that. And these little caps actually pop off in the back, and you can fit the back part of the blast effect through it and
Yeah.
into the main part of the blast effect. So it actually looks like it's launching out. The missiles don't fit in super tight. You can pop them on those caps, but they're kind of, if I tilt this thing, they're all going to fall out.
Okay. So can I ask you a question? Just
Yeah,
while you had it in your hand, before you're setting it back on the chassis, would you be able to sit that down flush on the desk on the base that it's on? Is that level?
yeah.
Could it balance that way?
Oh, yeah.
S- See, that's what I suspected. That's why I'm going to order that because I didn't calculate what I would do with it if I wanted it off and I wanted to use the Hunter variant. And what would I do with the Phalanx? Well, it looks like a stationary sentry platform, like just a gun sentry, basically. So that's cool. I didn't think it would balance. Like I didn't know how he mounted it enough
Oh,
to
yeah.
say whether it would balance on its own.
Yeah. So
So
the back of the tank has the little part that pops off of it. This
mhm.
has this same base part. It just has the hole in it for the swivel.
Yeah.
So it
Mhm.
just sits in the same spot.
Yeah. See, I just pictured it having some sort of like, you know what I mean? Like the way that they would position it. If you wanted it to be a Century, you would later would come like this base design they'd sell and you could transfer it on there. But it seems like the
Yeah.
way that they got it, it's a self-contained, hey, you can play with it this way. Kind of like what they said they were going to do with the Snowcat missile rack.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely can. I mean, especially if you can build dios or whatever, make a little control box for it. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely use this separately. It sets flush.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm gonna pick that up. I'm definitely gonna order that. Because
and
he has
then
them left. He had
yeah,
hunters that didn't sell because of pre-order cancellations and things like
yeah.
that. But I know he has extra accessories left over, bridge layer and phalanx. So I'm gonna hit that up.
So this is the piece that pops off the back, and
Ye-
it's got a couple magnets on it, on the tank, and then the part that fits on the bridge layer when it's folded up. This is the support for it, and it's the
mhm.
same piece. It just has this support, and then the part for the front of the bridge layer is this part right here, and nice ratchet to it, and there's the stab to balance it. So this, it kind of fits on a little bit weird. Um,
Ye-
that's one thing I'm going to talk about, but it's, I mean, it all fits together well. It's not going anywhere, but like I said, I got to get some more hands-on time with it really to form a
No,
good
and
opinion on it.
yeah, and I shared some thoughts with you about the bridge layer reasons, which you can use for your stuff. I won't bring them up here. I just saw Sabir asking if the Wolverine's still available. That's the phalanx. Yeah, as last I saw on his site, you can at least order the attachment that makes it the phalanx. I don't
Yeah.
know if the hunter is still available or not, but I would check it out. It might still
Uh,
be, like I said.
and I saw Eric asked, and I think Woody, somebody answered already, but he said, "Does it come with stickers?" So
Yes.
all of the attachments. So this is the ones for the actual tank, and then this is the one for the bridge layer part, and then there's the one for the Phalanx. So there are plenty of decals. And since these are all ramen anyway, I can't wait to use some of the extra ones on the
Oh
racer,
yeah.
on
Yeah,
my
yeah.
racer that's all stickered up. So
So you remember my little scratch built van that I used to have for my cold slither? I still have it for my cold slither,
yeah,
the little play school.
yeah,
I used to use some of the decals from this on that, the Punisher decal and everything.
nice.
But hey, I'm going to update my review on this a little bit before you get to the day, just because it's something I was brought up in mind, so I just want to address it. Um, I don't know if I needed full screen or not. One of the biggest criticisms I'm hearing coming about this tank is it's too small. And they're not wrong. It's a very small tank. Counting the road wheels, you have 5 road wheels. If you were to go and compare that to anything else in the modern battlefield from the last 30 years, you would look at the Soviet T-55, right? Smaller battle tank. The tanks that you guys seem to be expecting on the scale of an Abrams and on that, you're looking at seven road wheel vehicles, 7 or 8, 7, right?
I think you
They would
said
be much
7.
longer, yeah, much longer chassis by about this much, right? So you're going to have engineering problems that Raman had to solve. And Darren, I think, will recognize some of those in his videos that we're all going to be waiting on, because that's what I've been wanting to. I was grilling him with questions. I'm like, does it do this? Is it like this? I need it to be. You're going to
Right.
validate them, right, Darren?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So tune into Darren, follow his channel. He'll get those videos out, but he's getting Tuco done first. Okay, you can take me off full screen. I've shown off my
Yeah.
tank because you had yours in that
Yeah.
configuration.
I didn't even. Yeah, I mean, don't need to, but the actual tank parts over there. So, all right.
Mhm.
I actually, if you want full screen, I'll give it to you because I am going to go grab another coffee and hit the restroom. We'll talk
Sure.
real quick about Tuco, and then we're going to talk about some opposites and some
Okay.
counterparts. You want full screen?
Yeah, the part about the bridge layer, were you going to mention the thing I told you the other day about the you were?
Didn't you? Didn't you just tell me? Wasn't that the part you just told us?
No, no, never mind. We're good. I'll wing
You'll
this
have
for a
to
bit.
remind me.
Yeah, I'll wing this for a bit.
All right.
I'll shill for a little bit for these companies. How's that? I don't know. Um, yeah. So, guys, if you are just now seeing the Ramen Hunter or whatever, I think I saw a couple people saying, I didn't even know that was out there. It's there. You can order these through BBTS, right? So pay attention if you're watching anybody who has discount codes for BBTS, I guess. I don't know. But if you're wondering which area you order from, you get the Hunter chassis, which you need to build the bridge layer or the phalanx off of, which Darren will cover in his video. But those are the only two variations where you really get a good view of that inner cockpit, right? So that was covered in my video. Darren is going to answer all my questions I had about the rest of the stuff. But I, it's not often I would say it's worth it to part with that much money, but this isn't 3D printed. This is injection molded. This is the same kind of stuff I talked about with Fans Hobbies Air Eagle. When I got that in my hands, I understand play versus what I want on there, function, and how things are built so that they can survive kids and everything like this. But this is not a toy I'm worried about breaking, which is really good because you have to do a lot of stuff to interact with it. There. Now we got the turret on there. I'm just trying to watch the chat for an area that I can't scroll to it. Okay, Carlos, I'm one of those that felt the Ramen Hunter was too small for a main battle tank. Yeah, and I'm one of the ones that made the mistake of calling it a main battle tank. And it is, for a toy line, it's going to be a main battle tank, but this is more of your Vanguard, like advanced party tank. It's a smaller, lighter tank. It's going to have the same cannon and everything, but it's not meant for the main combat. It's more meant for escorts, right? But I mean, the T-55, the T-34, Soviet small battle tanks were abundant in a lot of the conflicts because they were easy to mass produce. And I looked at what Ace and Raman had to accomplish to do this, and I don't blame him. What if he had made this a little bit bigger, guys? We would look at it past a HasLab price. You add another 2 to 3 inches and an extra couple of road wheels on this, you might as well just be buying the HasLab, right? This came in a bit under that price, had some very good quality assurance. Like, I was one of the guys that was skeptical. I was skeptical about Gridiron and I was skeptical about Robin till I got my hands on them. Um, Gridiron is 3D printed, so I treated it differently. Ramen, I was kind of like, I'm waiting for it to fall apart. But I've seen some good stuff. This is a solid piece of craftsmanship. It really is. Really is. Let's see. Bobby Wald says it looks like a good tank, but there's just enough odds that keep me from purchasing one. Just enough odds. Okay. Yeah. I get it. Like we keep saying, like the toys are getting more costly and everything like this. Remember, guys, I ordered this in the van over probably a year ago, right? So it wasn't like the toys were going up in price and I was like, I'm gonna order it anyways. I had already purchased it, so I was kind of glad I did it when I did, because I am not gonna have the same kind of purchasing power this year as I had, you know. So these little luxury items are nice. I got them on my shelf, but I bought them because, the army career meant that I really wanted them, right? But the van was a luxury I probably would not repeat this year. Having said that, I didn't think I was going to buy upgrades for this, but I really do want to have the upgrades now that I see I can do that stationary. Did the Mobat have 5 road wheels? Woody's asking. And yeah, it probably did if I were to probably look at it, right? You got to look at it for a build cost. Like, what's the smallest amount of assembly required and parts and materials I can use that's going to remind you, the kid, of a tank? Remember, we're talking about a line for 4 and up. They're going to pass that. And the Mobat, there you go, 5 road wheels, and then your drive wheels, right? So one play feature, or sorry, one figure interaction port, just like the hunter variant. So I can't say amaze too much on that. It is reflective of what we had. You're back now.
Right.
Are
I'm
you
back.
unmuted?
I should be.
I rambled like an old man for 10 solid minutes. Fuck, I need
I
a
wasn't
Scooby
gone.
snack.
Wasn't gone that minute. Wasn't gone that
Felt like
long, was
10.
it?
Felt like
Okay.
10.
Um,
Playing with toys is so hard. It's so hard to play with
um,
toys.
yeah. Was there any like? Was there doubts that the Mobad is what this was supposed to be?
I don't think Ace designed it to be the Mobat. I think he designed it to fill a Mobat slot,
Okay.
right? Ace isn't unfamiliar with licenses and liabilities and cease and desist orders, I'm quite sure.
Oh yeah.
But I think designers know where their left and rights of arc are, to use a gunnery term, right? You don't go
Yeah.
outside those arcs, bad things happen. He built
Yeah.
an army tank for a 6-inch figure line, right?
Yep. I just always, ever since I saw it, I was like, oh, sweet, Mobat. uh, and then of course, I mean, it does have it's a little of both, really. I wish it had the two slots, I wish the two seats for or three.
It's
Um,
it's it's not the tank that blows my mind as far as like when I praise it. It's how he kept it in a certain bracket and gave 3 variations,
yeah,
right? And even if you bought 2 of them, they would come into what a HasLab would have cost. Right
yeah,
now, it wouldn't have. They probably add lights and figure tiers and yeah, 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 right? But for what he did and the cost associated with it, I thought it was very fair and it was very innovative. And I think that's
yeah,
probably a lot of what was the discussion when they said, "Do we do the Mobat for a HasLab this year?" I think they're like, I think people's pockets are swelling from some of the third party market, and some guy just did a tank. Let's give it 2 years and then we'll release our tank.
yeah. I think so. Probably kind of like what we talked about with the vamp and or not the vamp, the fang and the skyhawk.
Great. And that's the
Bobby
other thing.
Wall is
That
here.
new
What's up, Bobby?
Skyhawk. Yeah. That new Skyhawk, people keep going, it's just a refit. No, there's new stuff on that new Skyhawk. Those fins, that whole fin assembly is new.
Hmm.
The winter Skyhawk.
Yeah, I like that one. I won't buy it, but I do like it. One is
Yeah.
enough for me, but I do really like it. Um,
They always seem so much smaller when you're shopping them online. They're like, oh, that'll fit on my shelf. Oh God, really? You think?
yeah. So whenever I get this retro Flint open, the other Flint is gonna definitely stay in it permanently, and then retro Flint will go on the shelf with in the main display.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't even bother hiding anybody in there. This has no driver. It's all AI. Siri drives my tank. Siri, you
Siri,
suck. Yeah. She's
Siri,
horrible at
show that
tactics, but it's a tank, so.
Siri, shell that enclosure.
Yeah.
What he says, hadn't bought that winter one yet, or hadn't bought one yet. Might buy the winter one to go with the snowcat. Yeah, it'll go good with it. It looks good.
Mhm. Yeah, I see
Um,
some more cool online pics that Real Fan or Fans Hobby did to promote it. I think they had
yeah,
Black Widow and Logan changing out the gun system on it. And
yeah,
there's a lot of fun to be had with it.
yeah. It looked pretty fun.
I
I
would like
like.
to see them, honestly, seeing as they're having fun with it and success with it. If I were them right now, I would build an extended cab version so you could fit two more figures behind the pilot.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Or
Mhm.
or widen it maybe and have two side by side.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like you're deviating from the design every time, anyways. So.
Yeah, you're already changing it up a bit. Yep.
Mhm.
So let's see. Go ahead and throw this on there and go ahead and talk about old Tuco right here. I've
Oh,
been
for
posting him
sure.
on
I'm
been
gonna hop
posting
off
him
camera.
online. All right. Been posting him online all week, so this is what I need to see everywhere is hashtag Tuco Viper. That's what we're doing this week. I've been trying to get everybody to flood it and look at it. So do finally have the Tuco Viper video done. Gonna be 7:30 Central Friday night, the premiere of the final video for Tuco Viper will be out. I hope everybody's able to catch the premiere and be in the chat. I'll be in the chat, um, hanging out. Kind of, I want to see comments and see what people think about it. A lot of people put a lot of work into getting these pictures and getting this done. So, um, I hope the final product is like I hope people enjoy it as much as I've been talking it up. But
Well,
um, it's it was fun. So
so a lot. I think it's gonna turn out really good, guys, because like it's not to be self-serving. Well, I'm one of the people that had a hand in it, which means that thing crossed the border into Canada before things got all tense. Um, it's been to Australia. It's been to more states than most U.S. citizens have been to. Right? It's
yep,
been well traveled and had lots of different creative perspectives put onto it. I think your hardest work was probably spent organizing all those perspectives into a coherent video, right?
it was not easy. No,
No.
um, Ronnie Trick Shot says Tuco Viper hardly heard a thing about him in the past week. um, I-
You guys traumatized him. There's nothing in your
um,
country that couldn't have killed him in a second.
that's right. Carlos says, where does the name Tuco come from? Well, I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan, and I like bad guys. I like Cobra, and Tuco kind of sounds like techno. So, uh, Tuco is a big Breaking Bad fan, so he took his name from Tuco in Breaking Bad.
There you
Um,
go. Good
but
question.
that is a good question. So I think it's in the video too. I could put it in the video. So you never seen Breaking Bad? Oh, you are doing yourself a disservice. If you have Netflix, you need to watch it. It's on Netflix. I don't know what else it's on, but I know it's still on Netflix. It's the
Yep.
best TV series ever. Seriously. Best show
It's
ever.
yeah. There's shows that are all hyped up because people are just caught in a fad in a moment. Breaking Bad's one of the ones where it's like that show is writers driven. Like the
Yeah.
writers did that show. It's the actors are just a
Okay.
happy side effect. Yeah.
Yeah, it's timeless. It's a pretty much a evergreen show too. So it's um some of the tech in it might be a little dated, like
Hmm.
texting or something, but other than that, everything else is it's legit. Um
Yeah.
but so that is finally going to be out this Friday. I hope everybody's there for the premiere. I'm pretty excited about it, and we will be doing a a 3-star after dark Friday night, and I will have some people on that contributed to the video. So I hope everybody hangs out a little while on Friday night, and we ain't gonna talk just about that, but we're gonna talk about it. So that way I can kind of talk to people about it and their experience doing it and whatever. Um, and see what the chat thinks and get to interact more than just on the premiere. And then it'll just spiral into bedlam like 3-star after dark always does, I'm sure. And there may be a twist in this video too. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Just
and
just
remember, guys,
putting it out there.
like Punk mentioned on Monday night, he was thinking about doing a Punk's Pet Live on the Friday. But when he talked to Darren, he was like, oh no, you have this. So Friday night has been called.
Yeah, I was, and they were I guess they were just screwing around, but I was like, oh, what the hell? Yeah, I didn't know. So when I did this, so when I set it up for tonight, um, or for Friday night,
Yeah,
so the kind of the way it went down was Punk had asked me to do a commercial for Tuco Viper for him to play on the Punkathon. And so he
yeah.
could promote it for me. And I thought, well, man, that's awesome. I appreciate it. So Tuco had to get back in order for me to have time to do it all. And that all worked out. I was able to do it. So that's when I made the big video with the Cobra News Now and all that. And I just did the one big whole skit and segment, did Punk's commercial, did all the funny stuff, just did it all, and then did it so he could carve out sections of it. Right. So that was the way I did it. So he had asked me if I thought I would have the video done before the Punkathon. And I said, well, that depends on how soon I get him back. And then he was like, well, if you get him back, do a commercial if you want to, and I'll promote the Tuco Viper. And I said, sweet. So I'm like, I got him back, was able to do it. I was like, well, I'm not going to do that and not do a Punkathon commercial too. So I did all that, but he was asking me about premiering it after the Punkathon. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, the next weekend is Halloween weekend. I need that time to finish the video up.
Yeah.
And then the next weekend, that will be perfect because that'll be the weekend in between Halloween and when he does Punk's Pit. I'll do it Friday night. It'll be perfect. Did not know that he was going to move Punk's Pit to this Friday because he's going to Codename Iowa. I remembered he was going to Codename Iowa, but I thought it was the next weekend. So that was kind of the screw up. So instead of
I
Punk's
just
Pit, we'll be having people hanging out over here.
I just brought it up because I know a lot of the guys that are in our chat watch Punk, and if they were wondering when Punk's Pit is going to be, it's not going to be on the same night as Darren's stream.
Yeah.
So there won't be anything you're missing.
Yeah, he was planning to do a pit that night, and I kind of screwed him up. So hopefully, as far as I know, he's going to be able to come over and hang out over here. So
So
if you guys
I'm
need
gonna
that much
move
more Punk,
I'm gonna move us to the next reveal of Tuco's video. I'm gonna blindside you. All right. I'm gonna ask you one question and one question only about what we can expect from this Tuco video. Who who in your video that had Tuco, I won't say who, maybe what state or what area, did the wildest thing with it that we're gonna see?
oh man, that's that's kind of hard to say, man.
I said it wasn't that hard. You're the one that has to answer it.
It's hard to answer. So I'll take
Oh.
this time to stall and say hi to Stu for lunch. What's up, Stu? Good evening to all you fine folks in the chat room, and of course the 3-star and Crow.
So you know how movie trailers, like right 2 days before the movie, they give you a new trailer. It's short, but it shows a lot more cool shit. This is what we're trying to do. I'm like, what's the behind the scenes shit?
Craziest, I would probably have to say it's a tie between Florida and Kentucky.
Okay.
So,
That's fair enough.
or I'm sorry, not Kentucky, Indiana, Indiana.
Oh, screw you, Kentucky. Who
Yeah,
do we know in
not
Kentucky that's mad at you right now?
not Kentucky. Real close to Kentucky, but it's Indiana. So probably a tie between those two. I don't know. I did some stuff with him too. Yeah,
There was stuff
Tuco
your
didn't end up
Tuco
with
was doing. Brownish hue.
didn't end up with a brownish hue. I warned everybody in the beginning to feel free to give him a dawn bath when they got him if they felt like they needed to.
Just you're a dirty girl wash up.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
in case.
I was
Um,
gonna say there's
and
stuff that, like a Diddy party didn't make it to a camera with Tuco, right? Like he's
I,
got
I
so many new addictions now.
I need to. I've got to skip back. I've got to skip back through it. I'm planning on making the initial video public so people can watch it if they want. Like
Sure.
the video that I made to the people that I asked initially to do it and sent them the link for. That video has been unlisted on my channel for a year and a half. So I will probably make that video public.
Yeah.
I need to skip back through it and double check, but I think so.
Oh, yeah.
But that's
All
my
right.
that's my plan. And Woody's
I'm down.
saying could have used another Techno Viper. That was ran by me, and I thought about it. I'm like, I could have, but I didn't. I'd feel dirty about it if I did. I know, but I mean, the back of him is inscribed, right? So I'd have never
Half the
been able to show the back.
half the fun of these things is the rules by which you do them, right?
Yeah. So on the back of Tuco has a 3-star draw, and he's got my initials on his butt. He got down south on his butt. So I couldn't have showed this angle if I used a different techno for him. I would have known, right? It's kind of like the damn hat for the cop being somewhere on the floor in here. I still know it's missing.
You know when you're living a lie.
That's right. Stu says Indiana represent. And Carlos says Florida and Indiana were wilder than Tuco at the Tijuana Donkey Show. That probably would have won if he made it to Tijuana. If somebody had taken him to Tijuana, he might not have come back. That's way better than a news anchor gig.
There's just this action figure sitting in an ice cell for like 9 months, right? Just nobody knows what it's doing there.
It's just like a time lapse of it
Yeah.
sitting in there.
Just one guard
Oh my
screaming at him,
god.
"We're not moving you till you fill out that form," you know.
You need to make your declarations.
Yeah. Tuco, is that Mexican?
And matter of fact, it is, I believe. And
You're not
somebody,
going anywhere.
yeah, I skipped over this comment from Aaron from Ronnie Trickshot. Marco and Lionel were scarier than Tuco. It's always the quiet ones. So
Yeah.
if you watched Breaking Bad, those were Tuco's cousins who were
Yeah.
indeed scarier than Tuco.
Yeah.
So,
And they don't come with red eyeliner or blue eyeliner or any Dos
yeah,
Muerte makeup at all. And they're still
no,
scary as hell.
no variants for those guys, but they are definitely
60th
from that.
anniversary, 60th or the Legacy Firefighter axe does come with them though.
Yeah, it's nice and shiny and chrome, brand
Yep, it's
new
perfect.
axe. Yeah, it is perfect. So now
The
I
Hank
need
Shank.
customs. Now I need customs of those guys.
Yeah.
Woody, I will send you that before I go to bed. Woody had hit me up outside of here, so I'll send it to you. I'll email it to you so you can get that. So I hope everybody comes in for the premiere, or at least has time to watch it before we do After Dark. There's going to be about an hour and 20 minutes, something like that, in between before I go live, because give everybody time to do whatever they need to do on Friday night. But also there is a a companion video to my Tuco video that the link will be dropped for, and give everybody time to watch that before the live if they want to check it out that night. So,
Okay.
all
Um,
right.
what are we gonna
Yes.
go before we go on to something else? I want to tie up a loose end I left with Woody before I forget about it for the rest of the night. Takes me
Okay.
2 minutes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a membership content for my channel. No, I am not looking at anything crazy. It would be the grade minimum if I do it, whatever the lowest thing is, right? Just to see how that works because I'm curious how all this works. Nobody's trying to make a living here off this. Um, but that content I think is going to be the diorama building stuff that I do on the side, the Crows custom stuff. So I don't expect a whole lot of people interested in that. I'm going to do it regardless of who participates and whatnot. But I was asked today, am I going to do a membership at some point? That is something I'll openly say. I even talked to a punk with toys, said, what do you think? It's worth trying out, but I'm not going to be trying to do this to try and take something out of you guys. Right? This is just strictly a hey, I want to do some dios and I want to see how memberships affect my channel and I will provide content and that's why I'm saying I'm going to try and do it because I want to have at least 3 to 4 videos ready to go and upload before I even say I'm doing this. Is that cool? I'm done.
Sounds good. All
Good.
right. Before we get on to our main topic, that is kind of
Eh,
a just kind of something we come up with, kind of fun to do. I was going to mention we talked about Shane a little while ago, and I was going to also direct folks over to this channel if you're not already following it. Pop Blender,
Hell's yeah, I know
who's
that
on his
guy.
way to 200, and he has hit 200.
Oh, there
Uh,
you go.
so I need to text him and congratulate him on hitting 200. So see if we can get Pop Blender to 300. So if you like pop culture take stuff, he's on with Matthew
Oh,
on Tuesdays on Evening Blend, and then on Sundays he does Unfiltered, where he talks about all kinds of things from politics to culture and whatever. So go over and check Pop Blender out if you're not already following him. But I got to text him and congratulate him for hitting 200. He was at
shit, yeah.
198 earlier. So
So we
good
were
job,
talking
Pop.
about plugging them to try and see if we can help them get to 200, but now we don't have to. We could change it. We could say we're celebrating him tonight for getting to 200. We're celebrating him
Yeah,
before he gets to. I want to
that's
roll
right.
the dice. I want to roll the dice right now, and I want you to get ready to check another channel. Let's see how many more subscribers Shane got. Last I checked him, he was at 993. And I'm going to say he got 6 more subscribers. He should be at 999. Check him.
993.
God damn it. Why did I do that? No, he's going to get 6 more subscribers. Let's go, guys. The dice can't lie when you roll snake eyes or sixes, craps, whatever. Somebody out there isn't subscribed right now. That should be. You know who you are.
That's right.
Go, go,
You
go.
know who you are.
You know who you
Um,
are.
so Stu, okay, so Stu said he hit it last night. Okay.
Mm.
So he was at 198 last I checked. So that was good. So did he hit it when they were live? Because I kind of started falling asleep.
Well,
Because I do
pops
when
on
they're
late.
on. Yeah. Well, he and Matthew come on, and they usually I am up, and I'm up for all of their show, but I had to get up for that meeting this morning, and I had to take my sleep stuff way earlier.
Mm.
Um, so uh, so well, good. He hit it, so I'm glad he hit it live. Then sweet.
All
Uh,
right. Well, we've plugged the people we planned on plugging.
all
And then
right,
of course there's you. If you're not subscribed to him, how are you watching this?
that's right
So
on your
I
channel.
think we're done. Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Oh, no, there was one more. I just remembered it, and I know you're just gonna fall in line with this. Guys, some thoughts and prayers if you're the thoughts and prayers kind of person for our friend Sammy, Triple C, whose mother
Yeah.
has been very ill, and sadly may not be ill much longer. If you know where I'm going with that, and we all know and love Sammy, wish him the best at this time. He will not be creating content until he's dealt with what he has to deal with. So please just be patient with his channel and send your warmest regards if you're the kind of person to do so. Thank you.
Yep. Yep. Keep Triple C in your thoughts right now. He's having a tough time. So hope he
Tough year for a lot of
everything.
people, man.
Sorry. Yeah, he's always hanging out. So all right, so let's get on to our main topic, our topic light, opposites attack. So we were going to talk about Joe's and Cobra's classified, and I pulled all images from Real American Hero, but we were going to talk about like how balanced some of these teams are. Like, and so Joe makes a grenadier character. Who does Cobra come up with to balance them? And what are we seeing in classified? And then I just got some fun stuff for guys to guess like who their equal would be. So what are you thinking, Crow? You got thoughts on
Counts.
that?
Down South 77, you're my real American hero because you do all the slide work. That's all I can think about today is like, thank God he was on this.
I was
I
and I was like, what are we gonna do for freaking slides for this? And I was like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. So
Yeah, so no, this is I always like this topic, right? Because it's selfishly, I didn't tell you another reason why I like this, and at the same time, Toys this year, you'll get it. We talk about force on force, right? The balance of warfare. You know, if I put infantry on the ground, you're probably going to match that with something of equal mass and density to conserve your efforts, right? And tabletop gaming like Warhammer 40K is all about balance forces. Balance forces. When the
yeah,
game loses its balance, it's no fun. When it keeps its balance, people are so interested. A toy line should be like that. You asked if I introduce a grenadier to the Joe line, what am I going to answer with? The Frag Viper. That's my grenadier to your grenadier. I give you the preference, right? And then I can do some extra kit swapping, all
yeah,
those little things, right? But yeah, it's symmetry's primal for a lot of people. They don't even know they like it half the time, but they like balance, right?
yeah.
Predictability and structure.
I'm a symmetry guy. Like I gotta have might be an even number or an odd number, but it's got to be the same number. So I talked about just picking up me another firefighter. I've been waiting on them to go on clearance. I have one, and I love this figure. It's going to be in my top 10 this year. Spoiler.
Yep.
Um, so I've been waiting on them to go on clearance because I have one. Need two. I have two cops. If I got another cop, I'd have to get another firefighter.
I will give you the prime example. This will upset anybody who is a collector of the classified line. What is the most disturbing but need to have collected box in the G.I. Joe classified line? The one that just stands out as, what the fuck are you even doing here? Can you think of
Uh,
it off the top of your head?
Most disturbing, but most
Chat.
collected.
No, I mean, if you're the number collector, there is one box sitting in the middle of a certain wave that's like it has no place the way they designed it. It is uniquely bad, but it still follows the number sequence. I'm seeing if anybody in the chat can get it, but I can't see the chat anymore. All right,
Once
I'll
a
skip
man
to the
Cobra
end.
Commander.
The Viper 3 pack had a numbered
Uh,
side, no side box art. The box stood out so poorly. It was all right. If they had made two boxes like that, it wouldn't have been so bad. But it was the only box that was ever like that. And it just ruined like that linear collection of looking at the side arts.
yeah, because there are no other ones that are that size.
There's no
That was the
balance to that pack at all. Anywhere to be found, you know?
no, the only thing that would probably come close would be the Crimson Strike team. um, and
Yeah,
it was
but that
bigger.
one with convention themes that they
Yeah,
changed later too, right? They decided Chuckles was a better idea for the convention theme than that was.
yeah,
That's why we got Cobra Law. I like Graphs. Zartan with the spinning wheel,
yeah.
right?
Matthew
That one
said
was,
that one too. Yeah,
yeah. I still don't have that one. And I will hunt that one day. It will be mine. Oh yes, it will be mine.
it's that's still my miracle classified pickup. Is that is picking that up. I've,
Oh
I've
really?
I've told the story, but I haven't told it for a while.
Oh,
So when I was getting into the line and was going through the back catalog, Zartan's one of my favorite characters, and I was trying to hunt that one down, and I was real heavy on Mercari, and I had searches set up, you know, for certain keywords, and I'd get the alerts. And I was actually laying on the bed one day after work, looking at my phone, and it's kind of what I do. I come in and I'll lay down for a few minutes and kind of
okay.
pet pretzel and look at my phone and
Pardon me.
um, hang out with him for a minute. Uh, and I refreshed my search on Mercari, and that deluxe Zartan popped up. It wasn't there a second ago. I literally caught it when it popped up. It's $40. I was like, this has got to be a scam. And I looked, dude had good feedback. I'm like, well, you know, Macari, they don't get paid till you get it and verify it. Like, why not? So I took a shot and bought it. And sure enough, I mean, is legit. It was open, but he'd never been out removed from the tray. Everything was there. It just been displayed. And I
Oh.
got wound up getting that thing for $40.
Yeah. I'll have to tell one day. I seen it on Facebook garage sale a couple of times.
Yeah.
Did you have the slides for this? You
I
said?
did. So we talked about grenadiers, and you said frag viper. So not the order I was going to go in, but I actually have
Oh, I was just
frag
using
viper
the
as one
example.
of them. So you threw him out. So for Joe's, like, who would counter this guy in GI Joe? Who would
Let's see
and
it
you
in the
got
chat.
who
Chat,
do you
you say it.
um you know, would it be somebody with a mounted launcher or something? Um
So how do you fight back against a high lie soldier? Like, should you have a high lie device of your own? You know, so you can just scoop it back and forth like hot potato. Triple
yeah.
D says big lob or hard ball.
Till it blows up. Just keep
Yeah.
throwing it. Hot potato, explosive hot potato. So Dave is in line with what I was thinking because I thought
Hmm.
hardball. You had to
I'm
go with
on the I'm on team hardball as well. Only because you're answering a sports metaphor with another sports metaphor, not just a grenade tossing,
see, I
right?
was thinking about grenade range. So shooter or low light, that's not bad. Hit him from a distance, shoot the backpack.
But, yeah, shooting the wait till we get into flamethrower troopers. Then the sniper's pretty much the answer to everybody, right?
Yeah, right.
Hang
So
on. Low light again? Yes, again. 9-0 low light.
Graphs is for a play date Thrasher with that lacrosse stick thing for sure. So,
Him versus
um,
Captain Gridiron for sure. I
yep.
want a goaltending Joe. I
Yeah.
said that at my designs. I want goalie Viper.
Well, maybe one day we'll get backstop.
Back stuff, yeah.
The one Canadian Joe who actually come with probably the best pistol in all of GI Joe.
I need to have this. I don't know why I didn't hunt it last Joe Fest. I'll hunt it this next one.
He's
All
kind
right,
of
so
an
what else?
unusual looking figure. All
Yeah.
right,
So
so I thought,
Frag Viper was a good example, but we
yeah.
beat him. What else you got?
So, who do you guys think the counter for Duke might be?
Oh, that's a great question. I love you. I want to know what the chat thinks first. I think it's only fair the chat gets to chomp at the bit a little bit. But
Oh,
you're the only one that will know if they did. I can't see it.
he's Did your tablet die?
Well, it's just because I'm a guest on your stream when I'm recording, I can't see the chat without leaving the page. And then I have it up on
Uh,
my TV, and sometimes it pops up and sometimes it doesn't. Like I see Woody say Firefly, and I see
yeah,
Graf
okay.
Falcon. I mean, he ends up killing Duke.
That's not bad. That's a pretty good answer, Graf.
Oh my
Um,
God, I might have to agree now that I've heard it out loud.
so I was thinking, so Duke, like he's in the field. He's kind of a field commander type
Hmm.
guy. His
Duke's
boots on the
infantry, isn't he?
ground.
Yeah. I'd have to read his
Um,
file card. I thought he was infantry.
I
But
actually still
they,
have 3D Joes pulled up.
but they depict him as Air Force in the comics, so it's kind of hard. So I'm with
Let's
Matthew. I also agree. Major Blood was the one that I was thinking of right away. Match mid-level command team with mid-level commander, but somebody that's boots on the ground. You know,
Duke was an airborne infantryman and
there you go.
artillery small arms armorer.
Okay, so airborne infantry. So he's a jumper and he's a quartermaster, basically. Small arms, but got an artillery qualification. Where in the love of God did he learn to fly a Sky Striker?
Right. I think that was mandatory. You had to learn to fly a Sky Striker, yeah, a Sky Striker and a Skyhawk. You had to learn to
Yeah.
fly them to join G.I. Joe. If Shipwreck could fly a fucking Sky Striker, Duke's going to.
You, you
Say
know
what's
what?
up
You
to
know what
Jeremy
gets people to
Kimberlin.
join?
What's up, Jeremy?
Hey, Jeremy.
The good
I was gonna
Jeremy.
say,
The good Jeremy.
remembering back when this toy line was to drive recruiting and put love back in the American Armed Forces, right? I was my whole career I've seen guys who have joined for the wrong reasons, who have really bad misconceptions of what the army is going to do for them. And up on the top of the list is probably going to be like, hey man, you're infantry. You think you're going to learn how to fly a combat jet today? No.
Yeah, like wait a minute.
Okay,
I'm here
but
to get
hold.
qualified on NATO weapons.
Yeah. Okay. All you guys that came here because you think we have a hovercraft, raise your hand. Ah, fuck.
Damn it. So
Ah,
a lot of people said Major Blood, and that is indeed who I thought Duke's counterpart on Cobra would be because he's in the field all the time commanding troops.
tells
Um,
you.
so that was, and this isn't it's not a quiz or anything. It's just seeing what you guys think versus
Yeah,
what I come up with.
there's
Um,
no right answer here.
so you talked about the flamethrower guys. So
Low light,
we got to,
but no.
so who might a flamethrower guy be? Because Cobra's got to have somebody to counter this fool who I
Oh, well,
love.
you're starting this a little differently than I thought you would. So I'm gonna be like, okay, all right. I thought you were gonna lead with a cobra,
No,
like
I'm
torture
actually
somebody.
no, I'm actually leading with Joe's on these.
Ooh, I like the way you've structured this. It's a thinking
I
man's game. You're
I
playing
went
chess
to
with me.
I went to Frag Viper first just because you had used him for an example and I had him. So
Mm.
just plain yogurt's in the house. What's going on, yogurt?
Your PowerPoint style is strong, but my make shit up style will be stronger. You know who I'm saying for this one? I want to see who everybody else says because I don't think anybody's going to say what I say.
Jeremy says torch or incinerators. Hydro Viper.
Hey!
Mara.
Triple D
I
did.
think
Nope. Triple
I
D's on
think
my page.
I think they're messing with us.
No, you
Okay, you
fight
think Hydro
fire with
Viper.
water, man. You fight fire with water.
Heavy
You don't
water.
fight water with fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a good approach. So I thought Heat Viper. And I almost went with Jeremy's answer, incinerators, because I like them better than heat vipers. But I was thinking, so Joe's like, we got a flamethrower. So Cobra's like, hey, they got a flamethrower. We need somebody that can throw flames back at them, not put them out. So that's the way I was looking at it.
You know who else would be a really cool counter now that I think about it? Finally
Hmm.
give them some relevance again. Airtight. So think about it. Fire needs oxygen, right? But what if airtight put a gas that all that oxygen was, if you combust it, you're nuking yourself. Like he could neutralize these guys where they couldn't even put the ignition light on without a danger to everything.
Yeah, that's pretty good way to look at it. And
Mhm.
airtight's trapped in that suit, smelling his own farts, so he's got to reflect that anger back on somebody.
Yes, yeah.
And Matthew says airtight would explode with all that fire. That's right, because his suit's full of farts. So
Methane man.
see, yeah, see last Halloween's
Yeah.
Seven's Wild episode for that reference.
I imagine.
So then next, I also had Incinerator. Heat Viper come to mind first, but I did put Incinerator in there because I couldn't not mention this guy. But I thought Heat Viper first. So next we got my boy Roadblock.
Oh.
Um, I mean, only one comes to mind immediately for me. This one's kind of a softball, I think.
I don't know. I have two for two different reasons. So let's give the chat an opportunity to. What do you say Roadblock's counter would be? Is it low light, or low light?
On Cobra?
No, I'm just Saw Viper says Triple D.
It's like, what am I missing?
I'm just saying the sniper's the solution to everything. It doesn't matter if he's on your team or not.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so
Well,
Triple
they did
D,
have
yeah,
blackout.
yeah. But Triple D's saying one of the ones I was thinking. I was pretty sure this is the one you were thinking as well, as Jeremy points out as well.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking
Mm.
Saw Viper. Stu says
Graph?
ice cream
Graph just
soldier.
added a third to my list. Yes.
A Cover Girl's backside is his weakness.
Yeah. I'm waiting to
Trouser
see if
snake.
Triple D, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to see if you can read my mind. Ready? Hang on. I got to do the effect. Give me the full screen for a second. Ready?
Oh, look at you wanting full screen.
And then count to five very, very slowly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, no. Clearly you didn't get it. Okay, what
All right, Dan.
I didn't get the sound bite. You keep doing that. No, take me off full screen now. Major Blood versus Roadblock in a rap battle, man. Come on.
Poetry versus rhymes.
Are you kidding me? That would be like the best Cold Slither opener I've ever seen. That would be like LL Cool J and Eminem.
Opening up for Cold Slither, like one of
Okay.
those new metal shows.
I thought for sure Dave got that message. I wonder where that went.
He said he did say Killdozer though.
Okay.
Marv Haymere. What about Beachhead?
Give me a second. One of my favorites. Definitely thinking the chat's got to have some very strong opinions here.
The Beachhead was kind of hard to pick somebody to match up with because
I had
he's a commander, but you know he is, but he isn't.
I think there's some pretty low hanging fruit. Oh, I like Mamus. Oh, you got some good suggestions coming up here. You hit that chat. There you go. There's a good suggestion for one. Right? They say Beachhead stinky, right? He loves it when it sucks, man. When the weather sucks, Beachhead loves it, right? And he'll stay out there for days in the worst of environments, and so does a range viper. I think that was a good suggestion. Snow viper from the wolf. What do you think?
So I went completely a different direction with who I come up with for Beachhead. Voltar.
Oh, a companion set?
No, Voltar, no. Well, yeah, I guess because he's got his vulture thing, but because he's a commander. He's not a top tier commander, but he's a commander. He's a strategist. Beachhead is pretty strategic. So I was trying to match like a commander type figure that would be in command of troops, but also taking initiative. Uh, Destro said Voltar is the best military strategist that he's ever met or known. So that's why I went with Voltar.
Oh man, I got to do my Bruce Lee here. Oh, that was a good one. You got me. I have no counter to your Voltar. Your Voltar style was very strong. Iron Grenadiers, eh? Let in through scrap iron. Darren's now a fan of the Iron Grenadiers.
Yeah, right. Everybody forgets about Voltar. So,
Okay,
um,
so I was thinking against Beachhead. It was a toss up between, I saw some guys say it, Firefly, just because demolitions, the balaclava,
yeah.
same friggin', grease gun kind of thing going on and all that. But I was also thinking Shadow Tracker would make that list, right? Just the survivalist kind of
So,
roughneck kind of guy.
so
Different
I was
aspects.
I was gonna put Shadow Tracker there, but when I put this list together, I was picking all real American hero characters. I thought if I had have thrown in classified with this, which I should have, Shadow Tracker was who come to mind for that.
And
That
that's right. And I didn't find out you had ruled one over the other until today. So I like that. It forgives my ill preparedness anyways, so we're good.
yeah,
Not
Matt,
everyone forgets about Xandar. I
yeah,
did.
um, yeah,
Oops.
and barbecue forgot about him, and he learned his lesson last week on
Man,
Seven's Wild.
when you brought up flame troopers, I was like, if he leads in with his flame trooper style for Cobra, that heat viper, I'm gonna counter with barbecue and his spray hose. But you led in with a Joe, and I was like, I am unarmed. I don't know what to do.
Um,
Hydro viper.
um, Matthew says, thought Shadow Tracker was, have him as leader of the Range Vipers. Jeremy says Shadow Tracker versus Spirit would be a good one.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, my voice is kind of crapping out on me where I've been ill. So,
Have
what
you
about
been drinking butter like I have? No.
butter might
That's
help?
a shame. Sci-fi. I try sci-fi. I fly solo. I'm gonna let the chat buy me some time to think of something here. What did you have one right off the hop?
Yes.
Did you have a counter? Oh, you should lead in. I'm gonna meditate on this. Dream walk for a moment.
Yeah, I did. So, Jeremy says Wraith, but a real American hero. One through 155 is where I was going with this. So we didn't see Wraith until what, IDW or Devil's Due or IDW. I don't remember. Um, so
Hmm.
Matthew says Laser Viper. Dave says Tuco Viper. Um, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
I've
Graph
arrived.
says sci-fi has no equal.
I countered that. That is a lie graph. I'm going to blurt it out. The bat is exactly why there is a sci-fi.
Yeah, the bat would be a good one. So
Mm,
Matthew and Jeremy both say Wraith was Devil Do. I couldn't remember. Couldn't
okay.
remember.
Mm.
Science versus voodoo with Crystal Ball.
Oh God.
All right.
Some of the best Hollywood movies say that.
So Matthew actually I thought Laser Viper. Just lasers
Yeah.
on lasers.
He reminds me of a Monty Python version of a Cobra character.
I don't remember if I ever had this guy. I think I do, but
Mm.
they were this is when they were scraping the bottom of the barrel, or at least starting to
Oh,
for
they punched a hole
Vipers.
through that bottom. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's
So,
wearing the bottom of the barrel on his head, actually, I think.
yeah. This was Jin Jarin before we knew who he was.
Yeah. But
This
without the
is
helmet, it's a
Mando.
ninja. Yeah.
It's
It's a
It's
ninja without the
Mando.
helmet. Mm. Yeah. Mando.
So no doubt, whenever they do get around to making this in classified, it's probably going to be badass. But
Well, I hope those guns still look like beauty salon hair dryers when we get them.
Timo Rio Blast.
This is Zohan to the
Spongy.
laser viper.
Yeah, that's right. Um,
Patuyo poof. Oh,
so let's see. So
hi.
I like I said, thinking laser on laser violence. So then
Yeah.
we get John Wick here.
Yeah. God, yes. So much yes. And 47 Ronin.
Yeah.
Um, well, I mean, you could blurt out so many ninjas, right? But I know I want my answer to go. Yes. Absolutely yes. All right, chat. What do you got? Let's see if anyone hits what you have an idea already, right?
Oh yeah, I've
Jeremy?
already got. Yeah, Jeremy says slice or dice.
Yeah.
Uh,
Slice Dice or Julianne.
David slice dice or Julian. It's pretty good. I was like, who the fuck is Julian? I'm like, oh, gotcha, gotcha.
I'm gonna
Uh,
get all Confucius with you. For this sort of stuff, I have to take my hat off. What else do we got?
Eric
Indiana
Eric
Jones. Come
says
on,
Indiana Jones.
no fair.
All all because of an upset stomach. Road pig can't write haikus. All right,
Oh, good on Ronnie for remembering there's a haiku on that file card.
that's right. Ronnie has got like
Yes.
all of the file cards memorized.
Oh, I know, and I had to do my Budo review, and I got so tongue tied. It took me like 3 takes to read the file card because
You hate
haikus have a
that?
pace, a syllable
Yeah.
pace. Yeah.
Yep. If you've ever played Ghost of Tsushima, you'd know. All right,
Mm,
so I actually had slice
mm,
and dice because
mm.
either would work. So that was, I mean, that was just kind of a no brainer. They all come out around the same time. Budo was first, but we all got them, 2 weeks, 3 weeks apart here in classified, so they're fresh on our mind. Uh, so
No, I get
this
to
one's a
tell you what.
softball.
No, I'm
Oh,
going to
oh,
tell you who I think would beat Budo that none of you talked about.
that's right.
Come on. Why did samurais wear why do martial artists learn to break boards? Because of the samurai armor. That's why they learned to break boards in martial arts class. What breaks boards better than a chainsaw? Buzzer versus Budo. Chainsaw versus wooden armor. Take me off the full screen. This logic writes itself. What is wrong with you people? Go. Go.
That's a pretty good point. I do think chainsaw beats samurai armor every time. Um, I thought this one was a bit of a softball, so I'm gonna spend a
Hmm.
lot of time on this one. So,
Hmm.
the
This only-
the
yeah.
counterintelligence versus intelligence.
I
I
was
looked at that again, and I was like, "Yeah, that writes itself."
Yeah, I mean, you can't argue any of that. I remember how they wrote her in the comic book, and I was like, oh, cover girls, arch nemesis, any other
Yeah,
female, any of them.
Scarlet was catty, and she was kind of a whore.
She was like Veronica from Archie. Like, oh my God, don't talk to them.
She was really the worst. Uh, so this guy, I think this one might be an easy one too.
I think we're looping on this one because I
Yeah,
right away say range viper, right? Right
yeah.
away.
I think the answer for this one's already been out. Hey, there he is. There's Pop Blender. So congratulations on hitting 200. I didn't realize that you
So
did it last night because I fell asleep. We just talked, brought it up, and realized as I brought it up that you had hit it. So congratulations,
oh,
Scissor
I just
File.
thought just realized there should really be a trooper called in front. That would be technically the opposite of out back.
Out back and in front.
Yeah. Come
So
on, Hasbro, get with it.
I definitely thought Range Viper for this one. Pop Blender, make sure you check out the Beaver Moon on your ride home from work. I'm sure it's nice and bright shining out there for you, and I know you like the beaver, so
Yeah. I've
and
got
there
a
he is.
I have an idea in mind who else would be a really good candidate for taking it out back. Believe it or not, Croc Master. I
That
just think Outback is most likely to go through the marsh.
that's a pretty that's a pretty legit not guess answer. That's Croc Viper would be or Croc Master would be a good one to counter Outback.
Oh, frig. Now there's going to be a Croc Viper. Don't you know that Hasbro listens to everybody? And if they say something that's even remotely an idea, they're going to take it. Aren't you paying attention these days?
They might take it and design it, but it's going to get screwed up somewhere.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
Uh,
giving a tongue in cheek poke at somebody who's claiming a lot these days.
yeah.
If you get it, you get it.
Yeah, I know where you're going with that.
Yeah.
I can make it up right now. Next year they're going to make it as a HasLab.
Mm.
Um, War Chest says my second favorite character. Who's your first? And a Range Viper. Who's your first?
I should
Um,
know that. I think he's made that statement more than a few times, and I can't think of it.
Bet it's
I think
Snake
it's somebody
Eyes, isn't it?
really obvious too that he really likes. Hmm. He wants you to
Croc
think he likes
Viper.
the beaver.
I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get hashtag Tuco Viper out there, and now it's going to be changed to Croc Viper.
Croc Viper. Yeah.
I kind of like Croc
Great.
Viper.
And it's going to be a cool looking troop builder, and we're going to want it. God damn it.
I got to skip ahead just a little here because I got a couple in here that were kind
Oh,
of.
don't get so critical. We could just sail through these. Next slide. You're too
Let's see.
hard on yourself. You do a lot of work with the slides. Let's respect it.
All right.
Go.
So, yeah, I got to
then,
remove
then the
that
slides
one.
are gone.
Yeah, that's fuck all that work.
I cursed you.
Thank you to 3D Joes for all of these images. Who is
Yeah.
running a sale on the omnibus right now because they're moving, I guess, warehouses. So I
Hmm.
believe the omnibus is like $50 off right now because there's about 200 left.
Ooh.
Yeah. So anybody,
I
if you
will.
don't have that,
I
I
don't have that.
recommend. I recommend getting it while it's on sale.
Shit,
Uh,
I have to look that up.
both War Chest and Pop Blender can tell you how much fun it is to carry it around.
No, I'll let the Amazon guy or whoever delivers it do that.
um,
I'm having a hard enough time with just a compendium.
right. All right. So what about this guy?
Oh, let the chat build up. Let's see. I see. Oh,
This is
oh,
pre-Navy SEAL shipwreck.
oh yeah. I know one for sure. I'm gonna come up with a couple here.
So it's up to James Lucas. Highlighted you, but I didn't say what's up. What's up, James?
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
Myra.
SC Dog's got one of the ones I was mulling around in my head a little bit. I'm just gonna stay with my first instinct on this one.
A bat.
What did
Okay.
you say? What do you say down south?
So I had a interesting one on this one that I had to think about for a minute, and I got a reason. Matthew says
Okay.
Hydro Viper because they're the subsequent experiments after Myra.
Okay. I see my answer out there. I want to high five somebody.
Zanzibar because I know it wasn't Raptor, although I guess Raptor could fight Polly.
Guess what? It was Raptor.
Uh,
We're talking about a bird of prey hitting a stationary object on a boat, and on top of that, his pet gets to eat a free meal with a parrot. Yeah. Yeah, that's Raptor all day, my friend. He's the only one that could get out to sea to go get him.
Maybe.
High
Or
five. Yes, Graf. Yes, Graf. Yes.
or could this guy get out there on his boat to get him?
Dude doesn't even get a name. Oh, lamprey. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. Lampreys are fair. Gets a whole boat though. That's cheating.
So these guys were both this version of shipwreck mostly fought on top of the water. Lampreys are pilots, and they're
Hmm.
also frogmen, so they can counter shipwrecks. Later seal version if you want them to, but I was thinking shipwrecks on a boat. This guy's on top of a boat. And boats are going to pull up beside each other. They're going to fight.
Well, I have a new answer then.
What's your answer?
Dr. Mindbender. And I'm going to tell you why right now.
I
Because
hope you do.
shipwreck's a seasoned sailor. Because, yar, he's been to many a port with seen many a fine lady. And if anybody's going to invent a new STD, tis going to be Mindbender. And sure enough, shipwreck's caught it. Arr. That's my theory. We
Red
attack him through
sky
the
by
penis,
night,
everybody. Hit him
red
through the
sky
dick.
by night, sailor's delight. Red sky by morn, sailors be warned.
Yeah. Was a tragic beaver moon that night. Oh.
By the light of the beaver moon, we shall attack.
What's Triple Z Raptor is the weapon. Yes,
So
he
yeah,
is.
James says Raptor didn't even come with the weapon, and Dave says Raptor is the weapon.
Except Raptor, or else we attack shipwreck through the dick. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Graf says both Lamprey and Shipwreck are army builders, according to Brian.
Back when Punk could troop build like Woody with just shipwreck.
Just Shipwreck. And as much as he says he doesn't like Shipwreck, he went and ordered the ones from the other company that makes the other ones, the other
If
sailors. Okay, Heavy Armor, I think,
I,
whoever it is. He ordered
I,
more.
yeah, if that could make any small sport movie, I'd love to make like a Christmas Carol type movie where I could show, Punk up. Here's a past where you never shipwreck never existed. Don't you see how unhappy you were?
It's a
Look, aren't you
wonderful
glad?
life.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy I've got 11.
Oh my god. Scurvy Viper, that's a good one.
Yar.
So all right, so we are running out of time. I'm gonna do a couple more because these are ones that I had a hard time um trying to think of who their counter may be. So
Oh,
let
let's
me
do it.
and we're going to skip ahead to some cobras. We're going to do some cobras and try to figure out exactly who their counterpart may be. So, what about Firefly? Who would he's been mentioned a couple times on some of these as people's counters, but who would be a GI Joe saboteur slash assassin covert kind of person?
So I see
That's a good call, but we're going with a real American hero.
exactly. And I see Dog grabbed one of my picks.
Be
That's
a
the
good one.
logic. Yep. And I'm quick kick.
What?
Low light. Low light is always the answer.
Low light. Low light's good.
And see if
Uh,
mine pops up. I have one. I have one specific one in mind and a backup. But
Storm Shadow counters Firefly.
mhm.
Then the saboteur is a weapon. Storm Shadow's a cobra in this world, in my world tonight. Storm Shadow's a cobra. We don't count.
That's fair. So
I
Storm
knew he was
Shadow.
going to put it in there.
Yeah. What did you come up with? What was your counter to Firefly? I have two.
I I actually didn't really have a very good one. Um, the Beachhead was probably the closest that I could really think of. I didn't even think of Tripwire. Tripwire is an awesome call. Um,
Mhm.
Beachhead was probably the closest because some of the shit he did was kind of along with leading people and whatever was sneaking in and stuff. So um, Beachhead is probably who I would have gone with.
Okay. So there's a couple I could pull, one out of obscurity, and everybody would go, "What?" And I'd be like, "No, hear me out." Yeah, but right off the bat, so the one for obscurity was Rampart, shoreline defense. Because Beachhead is always doing a shore landing to go breach. That's why he's
Yeah.
camouflaged the way he is. He's a night lander.
Yep.
And Zap, of all people, because he's an engineer, and engineers are the trade you have to be in the military to learn to be an explosive ordnance disposal expert and to work with demolitions. So Zap would fall under the same category as Tripwire as far as
Yep.
his utility. Any engineer in Joe has the potential to kind of recognize what Firefly does.
Toll booth.
Toll Booth was another one I was thinking about, but I couldn't remember his file card at all.
And
And
I need a
Rampart, I pulled out of. I was like, Rampart was shore defense. Pretty
yeah.
sure that works. But
And I need a toll booth figure in classified now more than ever.
don't you though? Talk to Tony, bribe him.
I've got I have Cover Girl and I have Steeler coming next week. I need a toll booth. All right, so
what else did you have a hard time with, my buddy? Who else could we help you solve here?
So we'll do a couple more because it's getting late.
Okay.
So my favorite, no, not him, on G.I. Joe, designing and testing weapons. Who would be a good Joe counterpart, equal, whatever, on for scrap iron?
Mm-hmm. Couple choices there. See what they say. Suzanne Somers, I think, would be a great. No, wait. I know you're still talking about Firefly, but Suzanne Somers could take half these guys.
Not anymore. She can't. But
I see heavy duty. I see bazooka. Those are all. Yeah. You match long range ordnance with long range ordnance. Sure.
the guy version of Salvo.
Mm-hmm.
Quick draw, fast draw. I'm pretty sure he meant fast draw. Yeah.
Jeremy, there you go. Jeremy hit one of the ones I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Two of them, actually. Two of them. Yeah. And you said you didn't think of any for this, right?
I actually hit a kind of a dead end with scrap iron as far as like the designing and testing part of it. So I actually didn't have anybody for scrap iron.
When it comes to the designing and the testing part of it, that's where I kind of thought about Grand Slam. And only because when Grand Slam came out, he was using the cutting edge, new age, future military technology of the jump pack. Right, this was going to be our future in warfare, and so he would be the closest thing I'd think to as a test pilot, jump pilot kind of guy. Him and Starduster, perhaps, but that would be it. That would be experimenting with the tech, and that after that, I'd be like, yeah, I agree with everybody else that said, mainframe, flash, anybody who could use lasers to scramble those missiles off their designated course.
Those are good answers. I didn't even, when I was trying to think of somebody, I didn't even think about like Jeremy had mainframe and dial tone. Like I didn't even think about trying to scramble or jam electronics. Yeah, I guess you could probably throw breaker in there too.
And then low light. And then low light.
Yeah, low light. War Chest says wouldn't fast draw be a counter for Metalhead? Yeah, but I mean, I guess he could counter a lot of people. But
only in that he would kill himself just as fast as Metalhead accidentally killed himself with those rings. Yeah. They cancel each other out. Like lemming.
Hey. I got War Chest comment here. Toll booth would be awesome for the tank. So yeah, that's why I need him. I got hold on. Yeah, he wasn't here.
You mean this tank?
I need a toll booth, damn it.
You could put skateboard wheels on that thing and scoot about the house.
Yeah, I love it. Love it. All right. Let's do one more. Let me take this off here. We'll do one more.
I'm having a good time.
Because this is actually pretty fun, and I actually have quite a few of these. But holy shit, it's getting late.
We lose a guy every time we do one, so let's do as many as it takes to wish everyone a good night, at least.
All right. Well, he's been mentioned earlier, so well, getting
Hey.
getting tired here. All right.
Well.
We mentioned him earlier. So what? Who in the hell? Who in the hell fights this guy? So Eric's already got one out right here for the last one, but not a bad answer for this guy.
I think Matthew will get the one I'm thinking of. And only Matthew can get it.
And Jeremy also says psych out. Stu says DJ.
Hmm?
To rock him with his awesome sound waves.
Counter psychology, yeah. You disrupt the senses. Yeah, I like it.
So DJ is a sleeper agent for the Dreadnoks though, so that's not going to work out.
That's not the one I thought Matthew would pick. I'm assuming at this point Chuckles is high on drugs and therefore cannot be hypnotized.
And he's masquerading as a police officer right now too, I believe. Jinx with the headband over her eyes.
Thank you, Graf. That you got the one I was trying to send to Matthew, thinking Matthew would get it. Absolutely, blindfolded Jinx would kick the daylights at Crystal Ball.
That's perfect.
Old Crystal Ball. I don't know about new Crystal Ball.
New Crystal Ball, I would think. That's a banger idea, Graf. Isn't that the second time you've had to high five Graf?
Absolutely, a Graf, man. I don't know, man. Do you know your dad? Because I didn't know mine as well as I thought, man. I'm just kidding. No, it's good, bro. I like where your head's at. Straight up here.
Yeah, and Jeremy likes that idea. Dave says Scooby Doo and the gang. Sticking to a real American hero.
Stu's comment, who was Dean Koontz from Joe? Yeah, because the Stephen King, yeah.
That's pretty good. That's a good answer too.
The dogs, yeah.
Koontz don't get enough credit. Dean Koontz don't get enough credit.
I think really what you're looking at is that was the first appearance of the first ever fidget spinner, because I think a lot of kids just played with the Shield half the time. Like, oh God.
If you stared at it and turned it long enough, which none of us probably did once we got Crystal Ball home, it really just hypnotized us into buying more G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
Buy more G.I. Joes from 1987, because this is when we come up with all the fucked up ideas.
Oh, is that really such a ridiculous idea? Because they kind of just did it again. Be like, here's Crystal Ball. Don't you like him? Oh, you've never seen a Ghost Viper before, have you?
It's still working. I'm still under the spell.
It's still telling you to buy more G.I. Joes now. Buy a Ghost Viper.
I meant to bring him over here, and I don't. Oh, he's up there. Slice fell over. I was going to bring Ghost Viper over here, but I didn't. We might do this or something like this again, because this was actually pretty fun, and I got a bunch we didn't get to.
Yeah.
You guys enjoyed this.
I know you're getting tired and you got your work ahead of you. So
yeah. We got 24 folks still watching. So hit that like if you guys hadn't said it the whole time. So on the way out here. So
we're moving into loose ends now, are we? Loose end time.
Dave says low light because it's hard to hypnotize somebody from 300 yards.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And remember, failing all that, STDs can get you every time. It'll get them
every time. And MS. MS can get you too.
It's going to get you that MS. Tuco Viper will tell you all about this.
That's right. Tuco's got an expose coming up on the spread of MS in the G.I. Joe population. So we got coming up over on the Crusty Old Crow channel.
Well, I took my time to do a very long exploration of Budo and had a lot of fun doing my John Wick and 47 Ronin kind of nods and photography and videos.
Yep.
That's really it. I probably could have done a few more videos, like I said, on some characters that I didn't get done, but I've had a really shitty week with car repair and kids' schedules. Everything else in life is fine. It's just as far as it goes as making videos, not the week I wish I had. So that's about all I got on the go. But I will be doing, like I said at the beginning of this, and I'm not forgetting about it, guys, a giveaway that will be, thanks for the 1,000 subs. I know we're past that now, but thank you. One of them is going to be the ESU officer, and another giveaway will be something that I had ordered a while ago that I've since picked up an extra of, and I'll be giving that away. But it won't be till all this stuff is here. That's when I'll be doing that giveaway. So it could be before Christmas, I'm hoping, but we'll see. What about you? Besides the Tuco Viper, what else do you have coming out? And remind me again, when is that Tuco Viper release? Oh yeah.
That Tuco Viper video will be premiering at 7:30 p.m. Central over on the 3 Star Draw channel on YouTube.
Oh, you did it in the voice.
Yep, I had to break it out. So again, that's this Friday, 7:30 my time. So whatever that translates is to you guys. Hope you guys are able to check it out or at least catch it on the replay. But got that coming up, and then we will be doing a 3 Star After Dark after that to talk about it, and then whatever else we deviant territory we diverge off into from there. And then I need to get a review finished up on this ramen stuff that probably honestly won't be done and out till late Sunday, I would imagine. But I got to work on that this weekend. Got one other thing I picked up at Titans Toy Expo. I've still got to do a review on the Legends of Dragon Ore guy that I got. And let's see, next week, hopefully at some point, Steeler and Short Fuse should have that in. And then I'll be back next Wednesday with Pop Blender for Sevens Wild. And I have no idea what we're going to talk about, but it'll probably be funny.
Awesome. I know that there's still loose ends to be tied up with the Punkathon, but I wanted to take the time to thank everybody that was in our chat, that followed us that day and that contributed. You guys made a hefty dent into his goals and objectives through your donations and support, and you guys, continue to do that. That's great. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just want to also remind everybody right now. I think the biggest deal you're getting, if you're getting unhappy, I will talk about price point really quick. Right now, I am saying, guys, if you haven't ever owned a Vala figure and you're trying to decide on it, please just take the shot at the mystery boxes. That's all I would say. That's your best bet if you've never gotten into Vala and you want an opportunity to. Yeah, he's going to throw some random stuff in there, but he is pricing his stuff right now in that random box selection at a great opportunity for an introductory market. So that's what I'm saying, because I know some guys wanted to explore it and just didn't know where to ever start. That's where I would start. That's my recommendation of the week as far as figure collecting in a new price problem kind of market.
It is a good way to pick up something, like you said, if you're wanting to dip your toe into something or get a lot for your money right now. Like it is a good value. You're gonna get a lot of stuff in there, and you
I
do
got
get a lot
blowback.
for your
Yeah.
money.
I
Yeah.
got blowback and another good one, Bone Collector, and a couple others through a mystery box, right? So, and then the accessories, like it. So that's a good savings in a time where savings is getting really hard to notice.
Yeah, I mean it's you do get your money's worth, and
Hmm.
they do mesh with Joe's. You can say what you want about the owner, but they are good figures. And if you're somebody that just likes to collect fun toys and you like military stuff, it's a good way to pick some stuff up. So
Yeah.
uh
Yeah.
got
Well, show for everybody. There you go.
yeah, that's
Show for
right.
everyone. It's all fair.
Um, got Dave's comment up right here. There will be a companion video also to the Tuco video that the link will come for during the premiere. So James says, thank you. Thanks, guys. Very fun. Thank you. Thank you. And see you later, Ronnie. We will see you guys in 2 weeks back here on the Backyard Battlefield. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight.
Go sub to a small channel someday. Go
That's
sub
right.
to somebody.